Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Hanging in.
Okay.
Hi, Attorney McLeod.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi, ASG Spear. We're getting everybody coming in.
Yes, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there too.
Just hanging. Is today hump day?
And we're going to get over the hump.
There you go.
That's the attitude to have.
Yes.
Your Honor, let me give you the reset date for the SAP calendar. It is going to be June the 30th.
Good morning, Judge. Or afternoon, Judge.
How
I don't
are
know what
you?
time of day it is anymore.
I know, right? You said June 30th, right, Ms. Bridgewater?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Courtroom 2.
And we'll start with position number 5, Mr. Clark.
All right, let me read the opening instructions. I forgot to do that today. And then we'll start with position 5. All right, everyone, we're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. And this is a calendar for cases that have recently, individuals have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrests, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has accused these cases of the offenses brought against them, and the cases have been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will usually be the defendant's initial appearance before state court judge, so we are able to address several matters, including bond, possible arraignment, and a possible plea offer if one has been offered by the state. They'll be providing you with that SAP reset date, which is June 30th. I want to also begin by advising everyone this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube, so govern yourselves accordingly. I want to remind the defendants that you do have certain constitutional rights, the first being that you have a right to counsel, and so you should know who your attorneys are by now and have spoken to them. You also have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts or the circumstances or the occurrences in your case can and will be used against you. The state is here and they're listening. So again, follow the lead and listen to your attorney. All right. Position 5, which is 26 CR 00399 Xavier Clark, pretrial.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
He has 33 cycles total. He's currently on probation, case number 25 SC 007964 for possession of cocaine and battery. Also on probation for case number 23 SC 185874, burglary first degree, theft by taking, financial transaction card theft, financial transaction card fraud. There's a 2019 conviction out of Fulton for simple battery, a 2017 conviction out of Fulton for aggravated stalking and obstructing or hindering persons making emergency telephone call, a 2025 conviction out of Fulton for disorderly conduct, and there are 12 convictions outside of the 10-year period. The recommended level is level 3, and there is an 05 FTA out of Fulton. Nothing further.
All right. I think ASG Estrada and Attorney McLeod, both of you are not muted by chance. So I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Thank you. And this may be your case. Go ahead, ASG Estrada.
I don't think it's me. I think it's somebody, one of the witnesses on the line doesn't have their
Oh,
computer.
somebody came on. Okay.
But yes, the defendant, in an unprovoked attack, punched the victim in the face, causing him to collide with a platform pillar in the MARTA station. The parties then assumed a fighting stance, and fought with the victim. The defendant, like the court said, has a history of some aggravated charges and has multiple probation violations spanning several years. They also have a failure to appear. So we're asking for a $5,000 cash bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET and MHET and anger management classes, and nothing further.
All right. Attorney McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident, based on what the warrant says, apparently happened sometime in March. My reading of the warrant indicates that my client was pretty significantly injured in all of this. I understand from the warrant that the police officers are saying that the person who attacked my client claims that my client first approached him unprovoked. But I believe there is a lot more to this than has been stated, Your Honor. My client currently, well, he was receiving SSI because he does have some challenges, Your Honor. He is unemployed. Therefore, he's not in a position to make bond. I am asking if the court would consider a signature bond for him at level 2 or 3 so he can get out of jail. He does tell me that he has some minor children and he really is not, he doesn't have anyone. I specifically asked. He does not have anyone who can help him with bond. So I'm asking for a signature bond for him at level 2 or 3.
All right, I show the offense date and I don't know if it's May 24th.
We have May 17th of 2026, I believe, according to the warrant. Let me double check that. But I believe it's according to the warrant, it was May 17th.
Right, and then the calendar has May 24th, and I think Attorney McLeod said March. So I'm just trying to make sure.
May, Your Honor, my understanding is May. If I said March, that was an error.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we had the right case and right offense date.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you do show May ASG Estrada?
If my computer will stop going on vacation, I could absolutely check that. I'm trying to make it work now.
Okay.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Five 2026 at approximately 13:29 hours,
Okay.
according to the probable cause affidavit for arrest.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Just making sure, and I do understand the state has asked for a cash bond. I did hear an FTA in 2025 and several convictions.
It was 05, Your Honor.
05, not 2025.
Yes, I'm sorry.
2005. Okay. All right. I'm going to order a $7,500 surety bond. With that $7,500 surety bond, I'm going to order that this defendant not stay away or not ride MARTA. So there's a stay away from all MARTA while on bond. I don't know if he has any other suspensions with MARTA, but if he does, he should abide by any MARTA suspensions. I'm going to order the social worker visit as well to see if there's services that the defendant may need. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's all I'll order at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Next is position 6, Miss Curtis.
All right. This is 26 CR 003991A. And I think that may be Palacia Curtis. Pretrial.
Had 7 freckles total. There's a 2023 conviction from El Paso,
Say that
Texas, for
again.
driving while
Say that again. Hold on. Can't hear you. Your connection was going in and out. Couldn't hear you. I heard 7
Can
cycles.
you hear me now?
Say
Can you hear
something.
me now?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
Okay. There's a 2023 conviction from El Paso, Texas, for driving while intoxicated or more. There's a 2021 conviction also from El Paso, Texas, for driving while intoxicated, as well as a 2020 conviction Also Texas, and also driving while intoxicated. There is a 19 conviction also from Texas and also driving while intoxicated, and a 2014 conviction from the U.S. Army for simple assault and communicating a threat. The recommended level is level 1. Nothing further.
All right. ASG,
Yes,
Strada.
ma'am. The defendant and her friends stole approximately 22 containers of Gain laundry detergent and 1 box of Huggy diapers from the Dollar General located at
I have it at 4894 Old National Highway.
Yes, that sounds correct. I'm sorry, I'm just waiting on my computer.
I understand.
Apparently I'm having internet issues today, but yes, so they stole from the Dollar General at Old National Highway College Park, and the total approximate value was $392. And so we are asking for a $1,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, and to stay away from all Dollar Generals in Fulton County, and nothing further.
Okay. Attorney McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking for signature bond for my client. I believe pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 1, and I'm asking the court to give my client a signature bond. She is currently unemployed. She tells me that she is a disabled veteran. She is unemployed, so she's not in a position to pay for any kind of surety bond, Your Honor. She also tells me that she was not involved in this alleged shoplifting at all. She just happened to be in a car with some people who were accused of shoplifting, but she tells me she was not involved in that. So I am asking for a signature bond for her, Your Honor.
All right, I will order a $3,000 signature bond. And that signature bond will be through pretrial level 1. And I'm going to order her to stay away from all Dollar General stores in Fulton County. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And a social worker visit to see if there's any services that she may need. She gets out on bond. Or once she gets out on bond.
Thank you, Your
And I
Honor.
think that's it. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
Next, we got 24, Mr. Shakur.
This is 26 CR 003951Y. And this is Willie Shakur, pretrial.
There are 4 cycles total. Multi-state interaction, 1 from Florida, 2 from Ohio. There's an open case out of Fayetteville for theft by shoplifting. It's currently in pretrial diversion pending. There's a 2025 conviction from Florida for larceny first degree and request refund with false receipt. And there's a 2013 conviction out of Ohio for unauthorized use of property. The recommended level is level 3. Nothing further.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. The long and short of it is that 2 officers noticed a shirtless black male in a Ford Explorer foaming from his mouth, so they rushed to assist him. While they were there, Mr. Shakur intervened and was preventing them from being able to assist him properly. They called 911. College Park EMS arrived, assessed him, took him to the hospital. The defendant was claiming he was the only one who could help him, then said he was just sleeping, and sort of became aggressive when the officers were pointing out that clearly he was not, and there was a problem that needed to be addressed. I'm just asking for a $1,000 surety in light of the 3 states that have criminal histories on him. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right.
Your Honor,
Attorney
I'm
McLeod.
asking for Yes, I'm asking for signature bond for my client as well, Your Honor. He does have a good address that she's given me, so there will be no issues about him showing up for court. He has also given me an address for his mother and his grandmother. He has significant ties to the community here, Your Honor. And he tells me he was just really concerned for his friend, and that was all. He was just trying to help. So, based on what the charges are, and I'm just asking for a signature bond for him to the jail, I think that would be appropriate in this case.
All right. I'm going to order the $1,000 surety bond. With that $1,000 surety bond, he's to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I guess that should probably be it, unless I say no further violent contact with any law enforcement, anything like that. But I don't think the state asked for it, but it's up
That's
to you.
usually a good rule anyway, but yeah, we didn't
Okay.
ask for it.
Okay,
The
we'll
state
just,
did not, Your Honor, because I think it just from my reading of the warrant, didn't say he was violent or anything with the police. You know, he was just concerned because his friend appeared to be having some kinds of problems, and he told me that he thought that his friend was just sleeping, and all he was doing was just talking with the police. I do not believe he intentionally obstructed anything. Your
Yes, he
Honor,
did.
he is not currently employed. So he tells me he's been looking for work, but just hasn't been working for several months. So he really is not in a position to pay for bond, Your Honor. So I would ask the court to consider signature bond for him, because the purpose of a bond is to ensure that the person who is charged is going to show up for any court proceedings. And as I said, he has a good address, and this is not a violent kind of charge or anything. And he does not have any significant criminal history. So I do believe that a signature bond for him would be appropriate.
It says that he was aggressive when he inquired about the situation. So there is aggression here, which is why he got a disorderly in addition to the obstruction.
Well, with all due respect, Attorney Spears, the police sometimes say people are aggressive simply because they exercise their their right to just find out what is going on. Nothing is wrong when citizens see the police intervening or trying to arrest somebody or whatever and ask what is going on. I've done that myself, and many of us have, because we want to make sure that there's no police officer overreach. And I think this is simply what my client was trying to do.
When there's a man
that can-
foaming at the mouth and they inquire about his health, that's overreach.
yeah, we
No,
can
I said
argue this
police
point.
officer overreach sometimes in the way they handle citizen inquiry, legitimate inquiries as to what is going on.
Well, hopefully you all can argue that later, but there was at least some negative interaction at the very least. And we want to make sure they're safe out there, EMS and officers, to do their job. And so I don't know, his uh cycles were Florida and Ohio, and then um the convictions, and then Fayetteville. I guess he's trying to do pretrial conversion. I don't know if that'll be yanked back with this new charge, but I'm just a little
Carla, he
concerned.
doesn't have any FTAs or anything, though, although he's had those arrests. So that means he's someone who shows up for court. And I think it's a good thing that he was offered pretrial diversion in Fayetteville. He's not considered any real threat to anyone.
Well, just want to be safe rather than sorry. It's a low bond, just 1,000. I could make it 500, but I'm not
Would
going to
the court
come off the
consider making
short.
it a $25 cash bond or something like that? That is more doable.
I'll make it a $50 cash bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, $50
That
cash
concludes,
bond.
thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, number 8, Miss Ellison.
This is 26 CR 003994K Destiny Ellison. Pretrial.
No prior history, recommended level 1.
All right. ASG.
Yes, ma'am. So the defendant argued with her mother over the over the use of her phone, the defendant's phone. The mother had taken it away because of some issues with her daughter. When the victim refused to give the phone back, the defendant proceeded to tussle with the victim, and the victim and her son then had to remove the defendant from the victim's room. And while removing her, defendant kicked the door frame, causing damage to her mom's house. I'm not sure which door frame because it was not clear in the report. And her mother is asking that she does not want the defendant to return to her home and she can go live with her father. She does not want to deal with the defendant, and she does not want her in her house. So we are asking for a $2,500 signature bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, anger management classes, and a stay away and no contact with the victim.
All right. And counsel, tell me your last name again.
Yes, Your Honor, Rashad Ponder.
Ponder. Right, PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Ellison, she's 17 years old, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. She is a upcoming senior. She attends Douglas High School. Um, she has significant ties to the community. She does have a relationship with her father. She could possibly go with him. However, due to the location of where he lives, it's not in the same area as her high school. She would want to um, remain close to so that she could finish her last year. We would ask if the court is inclined to allow the signature bond and issue instate a no violent contact and no stay away order from the address in which she lives. Otherwise, she would be able to go with her father, but that may make it difficult for her to finish up her schooling here where she is in Doug High School.
Well, I think that the state sounds like they've had contact with the victim, which is her mom. They probably need a cooling down period, for sure. And then you may have to just apply for a modification by the end of the summer and see if she can go back when school starts. But right now, to make sure that we have had the ample cooling down period, I will agree to the $2,500 signature bond. That signature bond, can she sign herself out of the jail pretrial under 18 or not? Or
I
does
think
she
she
need
can
co-sign?
it's like per judge, but if you put cosigner on the bond, then it'll have to be a co. But I think she can.
Oh,
I'll
I
have to
can't
check.
hear you. Can't understand what you just
Can you
said.
hear me now?
Yep. I can
Can
always
you hear me
hear
now?
you when you say that, but then when you start talking, it drags and stuff. So I don't know what, so
It
say
may
that
be my
again.
internet lag. I said I would have to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure she can unless you put specifically on the bond that it has to be a cosigner.
Well, she's not independent. Obviously, she's still at home. I don't know if the mother probably would not sign her out. I don't know. Maybe we can have the father to be the co-signer if we need it. I don't usually let 17-year-olds sign themselves out, especially when they're not self-sufficient. You know, she's still a minor and living with her mother.
And if it
Well,
helps, my client is certain that her father wouldn't mind coming and signing her out. I guess it'll just be a matter of if that would be allowed by the process.
Yes. Let's do that. What is her father's name?
Anthony Ellison.
Anthony Ellison, Elli. Oh, same last name. Okay. Anthony Ellison. And we would have him to co-sign on her bond, 2,500 signature bond, and through the jail, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. She's to stay away from her mother's address. No further contact with her mother at this point.
Do you want the address of where the incident took place, where her mother lives, so you can
We
put that
can
in the order?
confirm that with Ms. Bridgewater. Do you have
I
it?
have it, yes, 839 Magna Carta Drive.
Yes, ma'am, Northwest Atlanta.
Yes, ma'am, I have it.
And I will allow a one-time law enforcement escort back to the property to retrieve her personal belongings for the interim. And I guess that's it. Stay away, no further contact, one-time escort.
And we asked for anger management classes.
Well, I don't know if she can afford them or if I would put them on her at this point. Let's wait and see. If she was going through pretrial, I would give them through there because they're free. But right now, let's hope that the stay away will calm things down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
All right, next we have number 20, Ms. Parks. There you go. Parks. Yes. Ms. Parks. Ms. Parks. Your time.
This is 26 CR 004002C. Tiffany Parks, pretrial.
She has 8 cycles total. The last date of arrest was June 28th of 2016 for an FTA out of Fulton. There is a 2013 conviction from Cobb County for giving false name, a 2011 conviction from Cobb County for giving false name, and an 06 first offender out of Cobb County for purchase, possess, or control, and the recommended level is level 2. There was a 2016 FTA and an 05 FTA out of Cobb County. Nothing further.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant called for police saying that she was assaulted by her 14-year-old son. However, when the police arrived, the son had a knot on his forehead where the defendant had punched him in the head. He continued to go on about various incidents about being abused by his mother for many, many years. He showed multiple bruises on his leg. Apparently, she had asked him to complete some chore. He said no. So she grabbed him by his shirt. He punched her to get her off of him, excuse me. He tried to call 911. She grabbed his phone, slammed it against the wall, and broke it. There was a bruise underneath the child's eye, and he stated his finger was swollen. Police verified that the phone was broken and not functional. Your Honor, I reached out to DFACS. I have not heard back yet. No surprise. So we're asking for a $5,000 surety. No further contact, and to stay away from 3724 MLK Junior Drive unless and until I hear back from DFACS and I can verify what's going on with the child. I was hoping to hear back from them before court, but no dice. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. My client, Miss Parks, is 48 years old, and she does have actually total of 7 children so far. 5 of them are adult children, and she has 2 minor children. She has not had any prior incident with any of the 7 children. This is the first time that she was ever involved in any kind of police report, and Your Honor, my client was the one who actually called the police because of the safety that her son became a little too big and a little bit out of control. Your Honor, it is still legal to have a corporate punishment against minor children, and she denies the allegation of other incidents and anything that was related to broken bones. She denies that that has nothing to do with her disciplining her children. Your Honor, she got a GED from Job Corps, and ever since then, she has been working for UPS for almost 10 years consistently. She does have a stable job. She has been a great mother to 7 children. We asked for a signature on bond, Your Honor. She does not have any other violence-related charges. The last one that we heard was from 2016, which is more than 10 years ago. We asked for signature on bond. And no further violent contact is appropriate because 14 years old needs her care. Thank you.
I just have one point of order. Miss Kim alleged that she's never had problems with any of her children. She has 2 cases of deprivation of a child in her criminal history. So I would disagree that she's been a perfect mom this entire time.
I didn't know about that. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
All right. All right. I'm concerned, we haven't heard from DFAX. I don't know where the 14-year-old is now. Is he with friends, relatives, neighbors? Various things could happen. I am a little concerned about that since he is the victim. Also, you know, and to say that the defendant cannot go back to her home is a little problematic. But because I know the 14-year-old can't hold the house down and the bills. So I wish we had some more information about the victim before, you know, the mother returns to the location at some point.
Your Honor, I will, if you want, and I this might be a little confusing, but I can, if you want to come back to this, I can reach out to a victim witness and see if they can step it up if they have a more direct contact. And then we could come back to it potentially if that would make things easier for all parties, and it would go a little out of order, but I can see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead, Petey Kim.
There's a 4 years old, another minor child that my client has to take care of, Your Honor, in that
So
household.
the 2 minors are 14 and 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, but I'm concerned. I'm sure DFAX will get involved at some point. I don't know where the children are at this point. You know, I can order her to stay away, but I guess the question is who's going to take care of the children? It maybe shouldn't be her. Maybe I shouldn't even worry about that. Her history obviously is not the worst that I've heard, but I am concerned about her going back to the home with these children. If there's some services that she needs or something going on there that these minor children need to be protected from.
And
Yes.
sorry to butt in. Miss, she's stating that the children are with their godparents now,
Then with the godmother,
a different address.
and she
And I don't.
they allowed them to go with the godmother because Caleb, like I said, he's out of control. They allowed him and
Yeah.
Kareem to go to their godmother.
So the 2 minor children are at a different address
Until
than
we move into our new house.
right. So as of now, the 2 children are with their godparents.
Yeah, they didn't go to defense.
Okay. Has she had any contact from DFAX? Maybe not so fast. She hasn't had any contact from DFAX yet. No.
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay.
I did send an email. I don't know how we're proceeding, but I did ask at least if the victim witness advocate could, if she had a direct line or something that she could call someone.
Let me do this. I'll go ahead and assign a bond. If you have some information, we can come back to readdress it, but I want to at least keep us moving. I will I'm going to order a $3,000 surety bond. And with that surety bond, I'm going to ask that she have no further contact with her minor children until DFACS gets involved and starts a plan of protection or reunification, whichever they may do. She should cooperate with that plan with DFACS. No further contact with the children right now, since they are somewhere else placed with a godparent. I will not order stay away from the house unless the children are there and there hasn't been an investigation. I kind of doubt that that would be the case, since the godmother does live elsewhere. But I don't want her to have any contact with the children right now until we've had time to cool this matter down. 3,000 surety, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's all I order for now. Okay.
Next we have number one, Mr. Augusto. Go.
This is 26 CR 0039999C. Amore Augusto pretrial.
He has 6 cycles total. There's a 2024 NOLO from Powder Springs for driving without valid license and knowingly driving motor vehicle on suspended, canceled, or revoked registration. There's also a 2024 conviction from Paulding County for battery, family violence, first offense. The last date of arrest was September the 9th of 2025 for a probation violation from Powder Springs. The recommended level is level 1.
All right, state.
Yes, ma'am. The parties argued over the defendant cheating on her, and when it turned physical, the defendant hit the victim with an iPhone cord, a black iPhone cord, causing welts on her arms and legs that were bleeding and an abrasion on her neck. As the court said, the defendant has a history of violence against women, and this is not the first time that he has hit this victim. So they've been on and off since January of this year. And the victim says the defendant has a family violence TPO to stay away from the mother of his child. And the victim would like a no contact and to stay away from her home at I'm not sure if she wants this address given over Zoom. Can I send it, because this is a different address from where the incident took place. The incident took
Just
place
put it in the chat to Ms. Bridgewater.
Okay. So the incident took place at 1607 Layton Lane, Northwest Atlanta in Fulton County. And so because of the history and the fact that the victim does not want any contact, we're asking for a $5,000 cash bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BATT, stay away in North Carolina, and no contact, as I stated, and anger management courses, and nothing further.
All right. And PD, is it Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're asking that you grant Mr. Augusto a signature bond or a surety bond at the lowest amount that Your Honor deems like reasonable, or $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor. Mr. Augusto is 25 years old. He's been a Georgia resident since 2016. He has family in Georgia. He's currently staying with his family in Georgia. He recently started a new job driving box trucks. Driving box trucks at a company called Pegasus. He is a high school grad. He also graduated from Alabama State University with his associates in business and audio engineering. Your Honor, in regards to the allegations, Mr. Augusto would like his opportunity to contest these allegations before, when everything first started, Your Honor. The alleged victim did, create that physical contact first. And he would like an opportunity to, have his defense, self-defense. So we're asking that you either give him a signature bond or a surety bond, $1,000 surety bond, so that he can be released. He is not a danger to the alleged victim. He understands that, he would stay away from her. He has no issue doing that. He has no issue complying with any sort of stay away orders, Your Honor.
All right.
As a
Do
reminder,
I,
this defendant has a family violence TPO to stay away from the mother of his children, a mother of his child. And on May 23rd, the defendant also had an incident with the same victim, but it's not clear if she filed a report. She did not file a report. Apologies. She did not file a report about that incident.
What is the victim's name?
Her name is Remari, Remari, Wright, Wright.
All right, I think she's on the line. I didn't hear it earlier, so tell me earlier, then I'll hear it, and if they're on there, we can see so that I can have them to go prior to the PDs. So, Ms. Wright, do you wish to briefly address the court today?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, I'm going to swear you in first and ask you a few questions. This is not a trial, so I'm not going to hear a lot about the facts and the evidence, but I'm going to
Okay.
ask you some key questions.
Okay.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Augusto?
Yes.
Do you want to have any further contact with Mr. Augusto?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you. Any cross-examination by either counsel?
Nothing from.
Okay. Anything from you, PD Ulysses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You can mute yourself, Ms. Wright. I am going to order the $5,000 cash bond. And with that cash bond, he is to stay completely away from the victim, Ms. Wright. He is to have no further contact with her, stay away from her work, her home, any place that she may be. He is to be 200 yards away from her, which is 2 football fields. Have no contact with her by any third party or any other means, no social media, no text messaging or anything like that. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that would be it for the order.
Okay,
That's
thank-
number 4, Mr. Brown.
Okay. This is 26 CR 003964A, David Brown, pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, he has 1 cycle total. There is an active warrant from North Charleston, South Carolina for contempt of court. The date of that warrant is March the 29th of 2023. There's another warrant from South Fulton for assault. Date of that warrant is August the 15th of 2025. There's a 2017 first offender out of Lowndes County for willful obstruction, possession of marijuana less than an ounce, and false report of a crime. And the recommended level is UJR jail.
All right. State.
Yes, ma'am. The defendant and his girlfriend were fighting over the use of the girlfriend's car. He asked to use it to go to the Kroger fulfillment center, and she said no. That started as a verbal argument and then escalated into the physical and resulted in him hitting her in the mouth, causing visible bleeding on her lips. And there was a child present in the home and heard the altercation. And the victim does not want the defendant to return the home. And as I said, there was a child present during the incident. And so we are asking for a $3,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and a social worker for BHET plus any other conditions. And the incident location was at 2554 Woodbend Lane, South Fulton, Georgia. And they live together. So we would ask for a stay away and a no contact with the victim in this case, and to stay away from that address, 2554 Woodbend Lane, South Fulton, Georgia. I'm sorry, I misread that. The victim would like the defendant to return to home, so we're not asking for a stay away from that location. My apologies, I misread something.
Okay. All right.
And Your Honor, I believe the victim is present in court. I'm not sure if you want me to go first or have the victim go first.
The victim is present. I'd like to hear from the victim first. And I believe the offense date here is August the 15th of 2025.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
okay. And what's the victim's name?
I believe Nichelle Cruz.
Nichelle?
Oh my goodness.
Miss Cruz?
Hello?
Do you have on more than one device? There's a lot of feedback because I'm not going to be able to hear from you because it's interrupting the Zoom.
I'm only on one device. Can you hear me now?
Nope. It's terrible. Whatever you're on, it's giving echoing background noise and a lot of mess. I can't talk to you with that device or whatever. Are you on a phone or a computer or what? Laptop? Phone?
Excuse me, Your Honor. It has been brought to my attention that the issue may be with
I'm on a laptop.
failure cues. Maybe they're in the same room and maybe that's causing the feedback.
She's in the same room with whom?
Ophelia Cruz, possibly.
Okay. Is there two people in the same room on the same Zoom? And when you unmute, both devices are giving us the feedback.
I'm only on one device.
Is there another person in the room with you who has who's on the Zoom as well?
No.
Can you use your phone?
I'm not going to be able to talk to you because of the background. So please don't unmute if it doesn't get any better. I can't not. You're disturbing the Zoom.
I'm trying to log in from my phone.
Who's my Zoom master today?
Miss Young.
Oh, Miss Young. Okay.
I'm just gonna remove her, Your Honor, and she can sign back in.
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, can I please make an announcement, or could you please let them know to please stop using the chat? It is for court personnel only
Right. Yeah.
or
Let's do
attorneys.
that.
Cause I don't wanna block everybody out and they just have to send it to
Exactly.
the messages to me. But I'm
Whoever these people
chat.
are who are talking in the chat, please stop immediately. That has nothing to do with this court proceeding today.
They can send the chat directly to Chanel Young.
Is there still an echo?
No,
Okay.
I need to see you though. Okay, you have to come on camera.
What? It's not working.
When you signed it, let's see, maybe.
I'm sending her a message, Your Honor. She looks at her phone. Yeah, her camera's not on.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep moving. We have a lot of cases. I cannot kind of sit here and wait while people get their Zoom together, unfortunately. She's got a half a second. If she doesn't get it together, then I'm not going to be able to hear from her today.
It's on. It says it's on, but
Are you on your computer or you on the phone?
I'm on the computer.
Okay, so does your computer have a camera on it? It should have a little button up there. So you need to slide that button over so we can actually see you because that button may be slid to the left, which blocks your view. So at the top of your computer screen.
Is there some... Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So you're asking for my statement?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to swear you in first and ask you two questions. This is not the trial. This is a bond hearing only. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. David Brown?
No.
Do you want to have any further contact with David Brown?
Yes.
Okay. And this incident happened in 2025, is that correct?
Yes.
And you all have been living together since then, have you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any children together?
Yes.
Okay. How many?
2.
Two. Okay.
Mhm.
Their ages?
2 and 5 months.
All right. I don't have any other questions. You can mute yourself now. All right. Go ahead, PD Ulysses.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Brown a signature bond. As you've just heard from the alleged victim, this incident did happen in August. There's been no sort of reports of any alleged violence since this incident occurred. They have been living together this whole time. Mr. Brown does help to support Miss Cruz and their children, so they need him out so that he can return to work. He's currently working at BGDC Distribution Center, and he also has his own auto detailing company. He is a high school graduate as well as a graduate from Valdosta State with his bachelor's in organizational leadership and a minor in entrepreneurship. Your Honor, he has been a resident here since 2020. He has family in Georgia, including aunts and uncles. He's not a flight risk, nor is he a danger, as shown by the alleged victim being here in court today. So we are asking that you grant Mr. Brown a signature bond.
Well, I would only grant him a signature bond to release him to one of his holds. He's got a hold out of South Fulton in North Carolina, right?
It was South Carolina, Your Honor, but yes.
And didn't you say a hold? What was the charge?
The one in South Carolina is contempt of court, and the one in South Fulton is for assault.
Okay, it's the same victim, I wonder.
I'm not sure. I would have to check and see if it's in Odyssey yet. It was in August of 2025.
That assault out of South Fulton?
Yes, Your Honor.
August of 2025. Is it the same case?
It may be. Let me check the incident date. Is this incident date August 15th of 2025?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's
Yes,
probably,
ma'am.
it's just still showing up on the DCIC then.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if North Carolina is going, Charleston, South Carolina, if they're going to come and get them. I am concerned a little bit. So I will give him the $3,500 surety bond. That's $2,500 on the battery, $1,000 on the cruelty. With that surety bond, since the victim is here and has stated her wishes, it'll be no further violent contact. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that is it. Anything else, counsel?
Nothing from the state.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown does not have a lot of financial means. I don't believe he'd be able to make that bond amount. If you'd be willing to either reduce it or again, change it to a signature bond. There's been no sort of incidences since August, almost a year ago. According to pretrial, he hasn't had any other sort of violent arrest or convictions. So we're just asking the court to reconsider.
And this was his first cycle in Georgia.
Yes, Your Honor. Well,
right.
no, I'm sorry, there was one out of Lowndes County, the first offender that I stated in 2017. But yes, he only has one cycle on his GCIC.
All right, I will reduce that first charge for the battery 1,500, 1,000 on the cruelty for a total of 2,500 surety.
All right.
And
Thank
the
you.
other conditions remain. All right.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. And you can sign off, Ms. Cruz. Thank you.
Number 7, Mr. Dixon.
This is 26 CR 003965F. Devin Dixon. Pretrial.
There are 6 prior arrests. There is an open case, 26 CR 002224F, for simple battery against a person who is pregnant at time of the offense. It's a current pretrial case, so there will be a bond surrender. There is an open case as well out of Cobb County for DUI, an open case out of Dublin County for DUI, an open case out of the city of Atlanta for DUI, and an open case out of Roswell for theft by shoplifting. There's a 2026 FTA from Roswell, and the recommended level is level 2.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant was walking in a gated neighborhood and attempted to get into the victim's house. When the victim confronted the defendant, he left by vaulting the fence, but not before stripping down to his underwear before vaulting. The victim also said in our contact that the victim had returned to the community and took off all his clothes and then pulled his underwear back up. The victim says he had never seen the defendant before in that neighborhood, but he found out the defendant has been in run-ins with many of the businesses in that area. So the state is asking for a $1,500 cash bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET and MHET, and to stay away and no contact with both the victim and that neighborhood. And the victim is very worried because there are several elderly people and single women in that neighborhood, and they do not want him back in the neighborhood. And that was at 515 Canton Walk, Roswell, but I am not sure what that neighborhood is, but the address was 515 Canton Walk in Roswell.
Okay. PD.
Judge, do you mind making a statement again about the chat? The Charlena Brown is making comments in the chat about her son, I'm guessing.
Don't worry about it. I'm finna block it. So they won't be able to put anything else in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that you grant Mr. Dixon a signature bond. Your Honor, this is a non-violent alleged crime. Mr. Dixon is basically being accused of, I guess just being in a neighborhood that someone felt he shouldn't be in. Mr. Dixon was trying to find his friend's home at this time. I'm not sure, to even call Frank Thompson a victim is, Your Honor, he was walking on the street and this man approached him asking him what business he had in that neighborhood. And when Mr. Dixon didn't comply with Mr. Thompson, Mr. Thompson felt the need to call the police. Since this incident did occur about 2 weeks ago almost. Mr. Dixon has not returned to that area. He has no intentions of returning to that area. He didn't have any sort of nefarious intentions being within that area. Your Honor, he's not a danger to society, nor is he a flight risk. He will return to court. So for those foregoing reasons, we're asking for a signature bond. Additionally, Your Honor, Mr. Dixon is a lifelong Georgia resident. He's currently living with family in Atlanta. He recently was taking care of his late grandfather until he passed. He is now taking courses in project management. He graduated from high school in Decatur, Georgia, did graduate from Georgia Southern with his business management degree with a minor in economics. And so, Your Honor, he has very strong ties to the community. So we're asking for a signature bond in this case.
And Judge, I failed to mention when I was speaking that he has a failure to appear on May 20th of this year. So about a month ago, he did not appear for court.
All right. I'm going to order a $5,000 surety bond. With that surety bond, I'm going to order that he stay away from the subdivision or incident location it's a gated community and he doesn't live there, then I guess he has no reason to be there. No further contact, I guess, with any of the victims or residents in that subdivision. He's to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that is it. 5,000 surety.
Your Honor, my apologies. Mr. Jordan was in here bothering me. Could you tell me who we were on and give me that bond amount again?
Oh, that was a 5,000 surety bond.
For who?
Mr. Dixon, number 7.
Okay, 5,000 surety bond. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Don't talk smack about Mr. Jordan.
I know.
I'll let him know that you said don't talk smack. Yeah,
We need him.
Yes. All right.
This
Who
is
do we have next, Deputy?
14, Mr. Heath.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0039996B, Mario Heath, pretrial.
There are illegal cycles total. There is a 2000 conviction from the city of Atlanta for driving while license suspended or revoked, and a 1997 NOLO from DeKalb for driving while license suspended or revoked and carrying a concealed weapon. The last date of arrest was April the 3rd of 2024 for an FTA from Clayton County. The recommended level is level 2.
How many cycles did you say total again?
11.
11. State?
Yes, ma'am. The defendant and the victim returned from vacation, and the victim stated that she wanted a divorce from defendant, and she handed back her wedding ring. The victim stated, "This is dumb." The defendant told her to say it again. She did, and then the defendant grabbed her by the neck and began choking her on the bed. The victim did not lose consciousness or experience interrupted breathing, but he did push her down and choke her. And the victim says that they've only been married for a year. They are in the process of divorce, and the victim does not want contact, and he wants him to stay away from her current address. So she does not even want him back at the address. So for that reason, we are asking for a $5,000 surety, no alcohol, drug. Oh, and he also retrieved a weapon before he left the house in his truck. So we would like surrendering that firearm, $5,000 surety bond, BHET, anger management classes, and no contact and a stay away order from the victim, and also the incident location, 2788 Ocean Valley Road, College Park. I'm not sure if the victim still lives there, but that is the incident location. And he also has a 2024 failure to appear.
All right. PD Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Heath a signature bond or a low surety bond. Mr. Heath is a lifelong Georgia resident with all of his family living in Georgia. He's currently living in Decatur, Georgia. He's been working as a DeKalb County watershed heavy equipment operator for the past 3 years. To my knowledge, and from what I heard from pretrial, I didn't hear any other sort of violent offenses within his record, Your Honor. The alleged victim, as stated previously, is an ex-wife that Mr. Heath was actually the one to file for a divorce in this case, according to Mr. Heath. This incident did happen in February of this year, 4 months ago. He has had no contact with her since this incident, neither does he want to have any contact. He is not a danger to the alleged victim in this case, Your Honor. So for those reasons, he is not a flight risk. He has strong ties to the community. So we're asking in this case for a signature bond or a low surety bond.
And I failed to mention the victim stated she would not be on the Zoom, but can we sound for her just in case?
Yes. Her name?
Kenya Heath.
Kenya Heath?
Yes, ma'am.
No, she's not on. All right. I will order the $5,000 surety bond. If Mr. Heath still has his weapon, he needs to surrender that immediately to the sheriff's department or upon making bond. He is to have no further contact with the victim, Kenya Heath. Stay away from wherever she lives, resides, or works. Be 200 yards away from her, 2 football fields. What is the incident location address that you have?
2788 Ocean Valley Road in College Park.
Miss Ulysses Iniesta client, is that where he lives? Or is that where she lives? Who lives at that address?
No, Your Honor, he does not live at that address.
Okay. All right, so stay away from that address, and stay away from the victim as well. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it.
All right, next we got number 16, Mr. Kemp.
26 CR 004001K, Quintez Kemp, pretrial.
There are 6 cycles total. There's an open case, 24 SC 005759 for terroristic threats and acts and harassing communications. There's a 2020 conviction from the City of Atlanta for driving without valid license. And there's a 2025 FTA from Fulton. The recommended level is level 3.
Okay.
My
Okay.
computer's being slow. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Come on, computer. Okay, there we go. Almost. Okay, Quintez Kemp, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, this happened in May 17th. The victim, Miss Tyler Bailey, who I believe I saw on here earlier, had called the police saying that she had been involved in a verbal altercation that had turned physical and violent. The long and short of it is they had an argument. He struck her repeatedly with a closed fist while they were driving. I believe they were doing DoorDash. She said, "Please pull over so I can get out." He refused. She called 911. Then Mr. Kemp threatened to take her phone. Miss Bailey advised this is not the first incident which he held her phone captive. He then fled on foot with her iPhone in hand. Miss Bailey had visible swelling to the left side of her face and a bite mark on her arms. On her one arm, sorry. This is 2 counts of battery family violence, although the victim has stated she is pregnant. We have opted not at this time to upgrade it to battery on a pregnant person. She is with us. She is requesting, she believes that he could benefit from anger management. She's requesting no further violent contact and no stay away. We're asking for $3,500 on each charge for $7,000 surety. She asked for anger management. Usually with BFE, we ask for FEIP instead, but we'll defer to the court on that one. It has happened a month ago, so there has been a cooling off period. However, he does have the 2025 FTA, so he didn't qualify for a signature bond. And since they were door dashing, there's no stay away at this time. But due to the nature of the incident and this apparently not being the first incident with them, the state's going to go ahead and disagree with the victim and ask for no further contact and a stay away from her home address at Delow Drive. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond, and we'll defer to the court if you would prefer anger management or the FEIP program at this time. Thank you.
What was the bond recommendations again?
We're asking for $3,500 per charge, so a total of $7,000 surety.
All right. All right, Miss Bailey. Can you unmute for me? Or do you wish to address the court briefly? Can't hear you.
Yes.
All right. Do you wish to answer 2 questions for the court today?
Yes.
All right. Raise your right hand so I can swear you in first. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury. All right. Put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Quintez Kemp?
No.
Do you want to have any further contact with Mr. Kemp?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you all have any children together?
We don't have any. We are currently pregnant.
I'm sorry?
I'm currently pregnant.
Okay. And you don't have any other children?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I don't have any more questions. Anyone else? Cross-examination? All right. We'll keep moving. You can mute yourself. Thank you. All right. PDs?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Kemp is 27 years old, born and raised in Atlanta, lifelong resident. Um, he has 4 children, ages 8, 5, 3, and 2. They all, which they all do live with him. And as stated from Ms. Bailey, they also are currently expecting a child, which would be my client's 5th. He is the provider of these children. And he currently is an auto tech where he does and for the last 6 months where he works for automobile servicing. Um, Currently, due to the financial strain of a high bond, he would not be able to post a bond in an extraordinary amount. In any bond would in effect act as no bond for Mr. Kemp. Um, in deferring to what Ms. Bailey stated, with there being no fear or not wanting there to be in a stay away, with his ties to the community, his inability to work to take care of his children, we would ask for the court to give the lowest possible bond. If a signature bond is not allowed, maybe $1,000 surety or a $50 cash bond in this case. Again, we are fine with the no violent contact or no contact or no violent contact, and again, so that he can return to work and return to his family and take care of the things that he needs to do to move forward from this process.
Okay. Let me, I guess what I'll do with this case is I will order a bond of the 7,3,500 on each of the counts of battery for a total of 7,000 surety. I'm going to order no further violent contact with the victim, Tyler Bailey, since she is here. And since this happened about a month ago, I'm assuming that they've had time to cool down, calm this incident down. So I won't order to stay away from for now. I'm going to order that he takes some anger management courses, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 5 courses on his own once he gets out. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
And just for clarification, Your Honor, was that a surety or a signature bond?
Surety.
And is this, we would ask if the court could reconsider, being that the charges are similar in nature, that maybe it'd be a reduction instead of a 3,500 on each charge. Again, he won't be able to post that, and in effect, it would work as a no bond for him in this case.
No, I'm going to leave it at the 7,000 surety.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then we got 21, Mr. Phillips.
All right. This is 26 CR 003957L. Shakir Phelps, is that maybe for 21? All right, retrial.
There are 11 cycles total, 8 from New Jersey. There is an open case 24 CR 008181L, theft by shoplifting. And there's also an open case out of Butts County for receipt, possession, or transport of firearm. That arrest date was April the 29th of 2025. There's an active warrant out of Fairburn for larceny. Date of that warrant is January the 15th of 2025. And there's another active warrant out of Fulton for an FTA. Date of that warrant is October the 31st of 2025. He's currently on probation from Byron, Georgia, for municipal for DUI and endangering a child by DUI. And there are 5 other convictions outside of the 10-year period. The recommended level is level 3.
All right.
Your Honor, in this particular instance, the defendant is charged with theft by deception in that he posts on Facebook that he is selling dogs. In this case, a Miss Leary Moyler, sorry, Miss Moyler, I believe she's on with us, sent him $500 through Apple Cash. He opted not to respond, even though they have a red receipt. The number that she sent via Apple Cash matches to the defendant on ID Core. She also went to his address and said that he may have been evicted or moved out because there are boxes and furniture outside. After she left, the defendant called her and asked why she had gone to his house. He then said, "I'm not giving you a dog and I'm not giving you a refund." I believe Miss Moyler is on Zoom. She does want her restitution of $500, and she believes that there's at least one other victim, her aunt. There may be more. There's already a $1,000 surety already set by the previous magistrate, which we feel is more than generous. No further contact with the victim, Lyra Moyler. No selling of animals of any kind on any social media. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. If we could sound for Ms. Moyler to see if she wishes to address the court.
All right, Ms. Moyler. Ms. Moyler.
Hello?
Do you wish to briefly address the court today? You must turn on your camera.
Can y'all hear me?
I can't, I need to see you.
Oh, what's the mess? Hold on. Hello? I'm sorry, I just
Don't
woke up.
see your forehead. Do you wish to
Yes.
briefly address the court today?
Yes.
All right, I need to see your full face. I'm still seeing your forehead. Now I don't see you at all.
Can y'all hear me?
Doesn't matter about hearing you. I can't see you.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
So move your camera down some. I'm only seeing from your chin up a little bit. All right. Do you wish to briefly address the court today?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Are you in fear of Mr. Phelps?
I don't really know him like that.
Put your hand down. All right. Do you want to have any further contact with Mr. Phelps?
No.
Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. Any cross-examination by the state or the PD?
Ms. Moyler, did you, I believe you spoke with a victim witness advocate today, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you still hadn't received your $500 back?
No.
Okay, nothing further from the state.
All right,
Nothing from defendant.
thank you. All right, you can mute yourself, Ms. Moyler. Thank you. All right, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Phelps is 44 years old. He's been living in Georgia for the past little over 10 years. Um, he is a resident of Warner Robins, Your Honor. He has 6 children, 2 of which are here in which he splits custody with the children's mother. Their ages are 6 years old and 4 years old. He's currently in a period of his life where he's trying to put in all of his past behind him, looking forward to turning a new leaf, Your Honor. He was transported here yesterday, I believe, after serving 30 days in Peach County, I believe, Your Honor. Um, in finishing his probation. We don't think that he is a threat to the society. I don't believe there was any violent history. I don't believe. For those reasons, we would ask if the court is inclined to allow a signature bond, if not for the lowest possible bond in this case.
All right. I'm going to leave the bond where it is at the 1,000 surety bond. I'm going to order that he have no further contact with Miss Moeller, that he stay away from her stay away from her address and work, be 200 yards or 2 football fields away from her, have no further contact with her by social media, phone, text, or any other means, that he be ordered to pay her $500 restitution back, and that he have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
And Your Honor, what about the selling of the animals?
Oh, and do not sell any animals while he's on bond.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, I just have a question.
Yes.
How is he gonna pay restitution back if he can't have any contact with her and he's not on pre-trial?
And I'm sorry, he take out the restitution part. That would be for sentencing.
Thank you.
Quick question. I have 3 people that are on the calendar. What are they cases getting accused today? Harry Jenkins, Jerry McNeil, and Javon Daniel.
Your Honor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We will not be accusing Mr. Jenkins, nor will we be accusing Mr. McNeil, and nor will we be accusing Mr. Daniel today. And if the court is so inclined to reset them until Friday, that's fine. Today's the 17th, 18th, 19th. We're seeking felony warrants on those cases.
All right, so it won't be a Riverside issue.
It will be running close on, hopefully we'll have a resolution within 24 hours, which is the plan. But we'll have to address that. If it runs into Riverside, then we'll have to address it in another way, maybe.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I represent Jenkins and Daniel. So is my understanding is that the state is requesting that the court not set a bond for the charges that they're currently being held on, with the intention of transferring these as felony charges.
I think that's what the state was requesting.
We are actually taking out the anticipating felony warrants. So if we receive the felony warrant, these cases will be dismissed. It's our position that they are felonies based on the charges and criminal histories of the defendants in this case. And so that's why we are actually seeking a warrant with the agency. We are seeking and not a transfer, as I believe that we have previously done. So, so at this particular time, as to which one do you, Mr. Daniel?
Yes,
We have
and
until
Jenkins.
June the 19th at 3 a.m. to accuse the case. As to Jenkins, we have until 5:27 p.m. so he can appear on the next calendar if the court resets it.
Well, we would ask the court to set a bond for the charges that he's currently being held on. I understand he has not been accused, but he's being held. And we would like some sort of, I guess, wait for Mr. Daniel and Mr. Jenkins to be released and not to be held until these felony warrants may or may not be taken out on them. So,
And the court does not have jurisdiction of the case until we accuse it. It's not a state court case, it's a magistrate court case. If you want to go to the magistrate and seek a different bond on the case than may or may not have been already set, then you would, of course, be free to do that. But our position is that the court does not receive jurisdiction until we accuse the case.
well, we're just again, we're asking the court, I believe for Mr. Daniel, he has no bond set from the magistrate court. Well, I'm just sorry, give me. Yeah, there's been no bond set. So if there's any way that the court can set some sort of bond, or if the court has any sort of remedy, I don't like the idea of these two men having to wait for a possible felony warrant that may or may not be issued, and then the state not accusing it. So it's basically just like this purgatory that they're now in, where they have no sort of remedy for being released right now. Because so yeah, that's just what we'll just state for the record.
Hold on 1 second, please. All right, so these three cases that we're talking about, ASG Evans battle, they don't have CR numbers yet.
No, Your Honor, they do not.
Okay, yeah, I don't have jurisdiction over them yet, PD Ulysses, until they have a CR number, they've been accused and assigned. So you would have to go back to the magistrate if you're wanting to see about that. But if Riverside hasn't attached yet, then we'll have to put them on the next calendar, which will be Friday, the 19th,
Yes, Your Honor.
for state court to handle them, is what I'm saying. Is that
Right.
correct, Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And
So
the arrest,
they are in that hold status, as you say.
Yes, Your Honor.
and I correct me if I'm wrong, but Riverside is 72 hours. So
Correct.
with Mr. With Mr. Daniel, he was arrested on the 15th. Okay. So, and then I don't have Mr. Jenkins in front of me, but he was also arrested just that recently, or
Correct.
brief indulgence.
Everyone was the 16th at different times.
Not the 15th.
Okay, I'm just seeing that the incident occurred on the 16th. I mean, on the 15th. My apologies. So, I mean, it's looking
But
like.
what is the arrest or booking date into the Fulton County Jail? Sometimes we have them picked up in other jurisdictions.
Right.
But I don't know because I'm not looking at it. I think Ms. Evans Battle can help you more with that because I'm not looking at what you're looking at.
Yes, I mean, I'm seeing the arrest date as the 15th.
If you go to jail links,
The
are you
booking
able to go to
report.
jail links or go to the warrant? Go to the warrant itself, and if you can look at the warrant, it tells you what time the warrant was taken out. It also tells you what time they were booked in.
Okay. I do see the criminal warrant, and I see the date and time that the offense occurred, and then I also see the booking report, and it's saying that the arrest date is the 15th at 3 p.m. So was he held for over 12? Well,
May have been I'm not sure if he went to another jail or what that situation was, but we start running the clock when he's booked into the Fulton County Jail on the charges.
okay. Okay, well, then nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Who do we have next, deputies?
Number 28, Mr. White.
(26 CR 003990J). This is David White, the trial.
He has 32 cycles total, 6 from the state of Florida. There's a 2021 conviction from Florida for DUI, possession of paraphernalia, possession of drugs, and driving without a license. There's another 2021 conviction from Florida for damage to property, larceny, and burglary of an unoccupied structure. There's a 2019 conviction from Florida for possession of heroin. There's an active warrant from Colorado for vehicle theft. Date of that warrant is August the 25th of 2017. There's another active warrant out of White County, Georgia for probation violation. Date of that warrant is February the 5th of 2018. There's a 2018 conviction from White County for DUI and driving while license suspended or revoked. And there's a 2017 conviction from White County for driving while license suspended or revoked, and a 2017 conviction from Habersham County for driving while license suspended or revoked and DUI. And then there are 7 other convictions outside of the 10-year period. There's a 2020 FTA from the state of Florida and a 2017 FTA from White County, Georgia. The recommended level is level 2.
Pre-trial, do you show a warrant out of Colorado?
Yes, I said that one for vehicle
Okay.
theft.
I just wanted to make sure because there was a lot going on, so I just wanted to make sure that.
That's okay.
Thank you, appreciate it. Your Honor, this was just a sort of minor fender bender, if you will. They pulled over the victim. They got out. It looked like they were going to exchange information. And then the defendant said, "It's not my car. My license is suspended," got back in his car and took off down Old National Highway. The victim was able to get a picture of his license and the license plate, and they pulled him over shortly thereafter. State is asking for a $1,000 surety. I'm following too closely. We didn't speak to the other drivers, but the warrant seems to indicate that there's minor damage. This is his 6th driving on suspended license, so we're asking for a $10,000 surety on that and a hit and run $5,000 surety. So his total will be $16,000 surety based on the number of driving infractions and the number of states that have a vested interest in him. We feel this is accurate. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that he still has a outstanding hold from White County. That means he will be incarcerated a little bit longer. Your Honor, we would like to request for the signature on bond through pre-trial level 2. And if Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for the lowest possible bond. Hopefully it's UJR for driving too closely and driving hit and run. And I do understand that $1,000 is surety bond for driving while license suspended. Your Honor, he graduated from high school 2001 successfully. And he does have a certification for welding, and his wife and they have a self-employed small business for bookbinding, Your Honor, but their income is kind of low enough for them to be qualified for public defender services. They have to also support 14 years old child. We ask for the lowest possible bond, and Your Honor, on the condition that he will be released to White County. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I guess he does have those. I think it was what, 2017 and 18 warrant out of White County.
It was 2018.
I'm just going to order the surety bond. I'm not sure White County's coming to get him on a 2018 bond in 2018 warrant rather. But I'm going to order $1,000 surety bond on the driving following too close and $3,000 surety bond on the driving while license suspended and the driving hit and run 3,000. So that'll be a total of 7,000 surety. And I do understand the state's position about the repeated offenses. 7,000 surety, no driving unless he has the proper licenses and requirements to drive, insurance registration. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Number 9, Ms. Schoolwell.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0039770G, Eduardo Esquivel Cerezo, pretrial.
There are 2 cycles total. A 2017 conviction from Sandy Springs for driving without valid license. The recommended level is level 2.
All right. State.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to find him on my sheet. Sorry, I have a bunch of, here he is. Okay. Yes, ma'am. He was driving drunk and he made multiple driving violations. He didn't stay in his lane. He started in the left turn lane, but somehow veered out and turned right. He did not use a turn signal and he stopped like 50 feet away from the stoplight in the middle of the lane. And he caused a box truck to have to completely swerve around him and endanger other people in traffic to stop from hitting him. He smelled of alcohol when the officer stopped him, and he continued driving even after the cop activated his lights. And he kept driving until he reached a neighborhood. So since he has a history of speeding and driving without his license, we're asking for a $4,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
What's the breakdown?
500 for each charge. Oh, wait, sorry, 2,500 for the DUI and 500 for the rest of the charges.
Okay. All right.
He already
Petey?
has a $2,500 surety bond set, but we're asking for a $4,500 surety bond for for all 5 of his charges. So the DUI, 2,500 and 500 each for the rest of the charges.
Okay. PDs?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Suarez a surety bond of $100 on each charge for a total of, I believe, $1,250. Mr. Suarez has been a Georgia resident for the past 28 years. He lives with his wife and his 2 children. It's 4 children total, 2 of his own children and 2 children from his wife's previous marriage. He is a cook at a restaurant. He works 6 to 7 days a week, Your Honor. In regards to the allegations, I believe other than the traffic violations, the stated reasons for charging Mr. Suarez with a DUI were a smell of alcohol and glassy eyes, which those alone don't make probable cause for a DUI. In regards to the actual driving allegations, Mr. Suarez was coming from work.
I'm sorry, this is a bond hearing. This is not
hold
this
on.
is not the guilt
If I
phase.
can finish my argument, please.
Done.
Your Honor, in regards to the allegations, Mr. Suarez, I'm sorry, in regards to the traffic allegations, Mr. Suarez was coming home from work very tired. He is the sole provider for his family. He does not have the amount in bond that the state has proffered. He is not a danger to society, nor is he a flight risk. He will return to court. We're asking for a bond amount again in about $100 per charge, Your Honor. Any bond higher than that would basically be a no bond for Mr. Suarez. And again, he is the sole provider for his family, and so he is needed at home.
All right. I will leave the bond at the 2,500 where it is already preset, which I believe that is what, 500 on each of the charges. And no drugs, weapon, guns, or alcohol while on bond, and no driving while he's on bond. It appears, unless he has a proper licensure, but maybe I just don't want him to drive at all because of this incident. I usually say unless they have the proper credentials. But we don't want him to hurt anyone while he's driving if he cannot control the alcohol. So I will leave the bond as it is already preset by the magistrate, but no driving unless he's going to work. Shouldn't have any alcohol. And I think that's it.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is a surety bond.
Yes, I'm sorry, surety.
Okay, thank you.
No, the 2,500 each or just 25 altogether? 2,500 altogether.
2,500 altogether, 500 on each.
Okay. All right, this we got enough people. I'll go ahead and take your time.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I have, the ladies have not heard their rights over here. And sitting before you is position number 12, Ms. Graham.
All right. And for those at ACDC, this is the calendar for the cases that have been charged with misdemeanor offenses and bound over to the state court. After their arrest, the Solicitor General's office has already accused these cases for their offenses, and we will be addressing bond today. I want to advise everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded and live streamed on YouTube. And so govern yourselves accordingly. I also want you to know that you do have certain constitutional rights. You have a right to counsel. You should have spoken to your attorneys by now. You also have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts, circumstances, or the occurrences of your case can and will be held against you. So listen to your attorneys and govern yourselves accordingly. All right. First case we have is 12. Candace Graham,
Yes.
is that it?
Yes, Your Honor.
26 CR 003956H. Pretrial.
Ms. Graham has no prior history, recommended UJR jail.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for a $1,000 surety per charge. No further contact with the victim, Jillian Miller. Stay away from Gen Mobile at 1259 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, and for anger management. We have spoken to the victim. They have never met each other a day before in their life. Victim has requested that there not be a signature bond. I don't know why she said that, but that's what she said. During the course of the investigation, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't give you any facts, my bad. The defendant was approved for a phone. She was at Gen Mobile. Apparently it took a little bit of time for them to get things going. Defendant became irate, began grabbing phones from the display, throwing them, caused damage to at least one device. She then balled her fist, and said, quote, "I am not the male," at which point the defendant punched the victim in the face. They both started fighting. Both had visible injuries. An anonymous bystander said she saw defendant throw the first punch. During the course of the investigation, defendant admitted to throwing the first punch. So again, we're asking 1,000 surety. No further contact with the victim. Stay away for anger management. And the victim has also requested no signature bond. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
And that 1,000 surety that
I said
you,
per charge, but
oh, per, okay, which
Yeah.
is a total of 2. Okay.
correct.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, could we sound for Jillian Miller? I don't think she said she was going to be here. I think she had to work, but just in case.
Jillian Miller. All right. PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Graham is 29 years old. She was born in St. Louis, Missouri. However, she has been here in Georgia long enough to be a local Georgia resident. She graduated from high school, and after that, she successfully completed a medical assistance certification. And however, because of her pregnancy, she is currently not working. Her first pregnancy, she had a miscarriage, so she's extremely being careful about her second pregnancy. And Your Honor, my client never had any kind of charge before. This is her first arrest. It was her who was trying to protect her baby inside of her body and also herself. Just because somebody, probably that person, anonymous witness, may have not been able to see the entire things. Maybe she just saw in the middle of the incident, my client was the one who was attacked. She was approved to get a free phone. However, she did not get it. And this is really, really sad because she is not able to pay for any kind of bonds. She's actually, that incident happened at food stamp office, Your Honor. That really tells the situation, financial hardships that she is going through right now. We asked for signature on bond since she had no previous history, I think she is qualified for a signature on bond, and she will not be able to go there. She will not want to have any kind of interaction, except that she has to get her food stamp and her free phone from the government. Other than that, Your Honor, we ask for a signature on bond. Thanks.
Just to clarify for the record, the defendant did admit to throwing the first punch.
So the defendant was a citizen or customers per se at the food stamp office. The victim is the employee or worker at
Yes,
the
Your
food
Honor.
stamp office.
Yes, it's listed as Gen Mobile, but that's sort of the government program for the cell phones.
Mm-hmm. And so, PD Kim, you stated that the defendant would have to go back there for her benefits and her phone. So, you know, it's kind of hard to let her go back if she's going to be accused of assaulting the employees or workers there. They have to be safe to
Maybe
work
she
within
can
their
work
job.
with somebody else, not her.
Well, could she also go to a different office?
But I guess that she can explore that option as well, Your Honor.
Can I please say something?
I don't know if your lawyer wants you to.
Yeah, unless it is required that she has to go to that location, I think that she can kind of try to go to a different location.
Are you going to say something regarding that, Ms. Graham?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One sentence.
I can go to a different location if there is one. I only see one location in the city of Atlanta, Bankhead. Ooh, so that's the only one I can go to. Unless there's another one, but I can't go to another one.
You don't know of another one. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to order the and I'm not for sure again why the victim just stated maybe it was obviously very fearful and frightening for her as far as not giving a signature bond, but I will give a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial, and that will be 2,500 on the battery, 1,000 on the criminal trespass and damage to property, for a total of 3,500. Pretrial level 1. I'm going to have her to take 5 anger awareness courses that are provided free through pretrial. No further contact with the victim. And I'm going to order her right now to stay away from the incident location and find another way to go in or do it online, because I want the persons who work there to feel safe. And so you are not to have any further contact with this victim, and you're not to go back to that location. You need to stay away from that location, find one in another county or somewhere else right now while you're on bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All right, next guy, number 11, Mr. Gilmore.
This is 26 CR 0039995G. Mr. Gilmer, pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. He has 11 cycles total. He's currently on probation from Chamblee Municipal for driving while license suspended or revoked. That sentence date was June the 8th of 2026. There is an indicted case out of DeKalb County for terroristic threats and acts and simple battery. There's also an open case in Clayton County for terroristic threats and acts. There's a 2019 conviction from DeKalb County for giving false name, a 2015 conviction from East Point for possession of marijuana less than an ounce, and a 2019 conviction from Fulton County for theft by taking. There's a 2019 FTA out of Fulton, 2019 FTA from DeKalb, 2018 FTA from DeKalb, and 2 2015 FTAs from Fulton. The recommended level is level 3.
Okay. Jay?
I'm sorry, did you say state?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just didn't hear it. So the defendant is the ex-boyfriend of the victim. They got into an argument over the defendant retrieving belongings, and when that argument turned physical, the defendant began throwing objects when told to leave. I'm sorry, the defendant began throwing objects, and then when told to leave, he got physical with the victim. The defendant threw a punch, hitting her on the chin with a closed fist. He also pulled her in and bit her on the chest, leaving a mark. And all of this happened in front of 2 of her children. They were direct witnesses. And these 2 children, for reference, one was born in 2019, which makes them 6 or 7, depending on when they were born, and one was born in 2023, so 2 or 3. So these are very young minor children witnessing this violence. And he has several failures to appear going back to 2018. He's given false info to the police. He's got a previous simple battery, family violence. He's done terroristic threats. And so we're asking for a $6,000 cash bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, anger management classes, and a stay away and no contact with the victim. Our office has not been able to get in contact with her, so I'm going to assume, I hope that works out for me, but I'm going to assume that she does not want contact, which is why we are asking for the stay away and the no contact order with the victim. And the
I am
incident
here.
Excuse me, don't interrupt, please, but turn on your camera and come on.
the incident location was at 901 Summit Springs Drive, Sandy Springs in Fulton.
All right, and give me the victim's name again.
And the victim's name is Camilla Center. Do you want me to give you the minor children's names as well, or just the mother?
We don't ever sound out the minor children, we go by initials.
So RC for the 2019 kid and GC for the 2023 kid.
All right. All right, Miss Center, do you wish to briefly address the court today? I'm sorry, Miss Center, turn off your camera and please put on a covering, a jacket or a top. We don't allow tank tops on Zoom. Or in court, period. And I'm going to ask you to hurry up, please. Got about 1 second or I'm going to keep moving. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down. Are you in fear of Mr. Gilmer?
No.
Do you want to have any contact with Mr. Gilmer?
Yes, we share a daughter.
Okay. How old?
6.
Okay. All right. I don't have any more questions. Any cross-examination by counsel?
Nothing from the state.
Yes, Ms. Center, do you think it benefits you don't believe it benefits you or your children for Mr. Gilmer to stay in jail,
No,
correct?
not at all.
And you have, since this incident happened, which this incident happened 2 years ago, correct?
Right.
And you've had contact with him since then?
Very briefly, but nothing of in danger. If I feel like I'm in danger, he has improved tremendously. He's just trying to, be in his daughter's life.
Okay, so he hasn't caused any fear to you since this incident 2 years ago.
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor,
And you can go ahead. Right, go ahead.
yes, we're asking that Mr. Gilmer be granted a very low bond amount. I believe I heard some FTAs, so I don't
Yes,
believe.
ma'am, there are.
So I don't believe he's eligible for a signature bond, but Your Honor, we are asking for a very low, if possible, $800 surety or a $50 cash bond be granted in Mr. Gilmer's case. As you just heard from the alleged victim, this incident happened over 2 years ago. Nothing of anything has happened since. They do share a child together. My understanding is Mr. Gilmer is currently working as a studio engineer. He also writes and produces at a recording studio. He's a lifelong Georgia resident. He's currently living in Chamblee. He's a high school grad of Midtown High School, formerly known as Henry W. Grady. He also wants to contest these allegations, Your Honor. The police report that he punched her with a closed fist, hitting her chin, but there were no marks left from this incident. I don't know if Your Honor has seen Mr. Gilmore, but he's a pretty big man. He just wants an opportunity to contest these allegations. So we are asking for you to grant um, a low surety bond. $800 because I believe bonding companies won't help if it's any lower than that, or a very minimal cash bond of $50. Thank you, Your Honor.
Just a reminder, he bit her on the chest and left a mark. And all of this happened in front of their children. I'm trying to pull up the police report now, but I have in my notes that he also pulled her in and bit her on the chest. There were marks left from this incident on her.
I'm speaking from the police report. I have it right in front of me that it says no marks were left from this incident. So that's directly from the arrest affidavit. Again, the arrest affidavit is not the absolute truth. That's why we have this process so that the defendant can have an opportunity to be heard. He is contesting that these allegations are false and would like his opportunity to be heard. And, it's hard to do that when you're in jail. So we're asking that he be given a bond that he can afford so that he can bond out and exercise his rights.
It clearly says, Miss Center then stated Mr. Gilmer pulled her in closely to himself and began biting her on the chest, leaving a mark. A mark was left. Then he pushed her off him and left the apartment. So a mark was left. There may not have been marks left when he punched her in the face, but there were marks left on her chest when he bit her. It says it plainly in it. Biting her, leaving on the chest, biting her on the chest, leaving a mark.
Okay. All right. We will not go too much deeper into that. I'm going to order a surety bond. And with that surety bond, it will be, and again, I realize this happened over 2 years ago. So that plays a little bit into the amount. 2,500 on the battery, 1,000 on each of the cruelties. So that's $4,500 surety bond. I'm gonna order no further violent contact with the victim. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's all I'll order at this time because there's been 2 years and no incidents. I'm assuming, obviously, there's been the cooling off period. I was going to order some anger management courses possibly. And maybe we'll do that. 3 anger management courses. He can take them on his own somewhere. Find out how to take those as part of his bond conditions. And that should be it.
Your Honor, we're just asking for the court to reconsider lowering the surety bond. Mr. Gilmer has little financial means. I don't believe he'd be able to afford a $4,500 surety bond. Again, there's been no incident that's occurred since this happened 2 years ago. And so we're just asking the court to reconsider.
And then with his cycles, his history.
Your Honor.
He has had a simple battery, family violence. He has had a terroristic threats. He's had several failures to appear, and he's given false info to the police before. I don't have the years on my notes, but I can pull them all up right now.
I won't go
Um,
back over his history. I already heard it, but that plays into it as well. So I was going to lean toward the cash bond, but because it's been 2 years, I went to the surety bond. But his history is not stellar, and the FGA doesn't help either.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Next, Your Honor, is position 2, Ms. Akins.
Okay. This is 26 CR 003961G, Dana Akins, pretrial.
No prior history, recommended UJR jail.
All right. State.
Yes, ma'am. So the victim and the defendant is a Lyft driver, and she had picked up the victim and was taking her home. The victim allegedly added another stop at a local CVS store and did not ask the defendant before she did that. And so the defendant was potentially mad about the second stop. The defendant, when she stopped at the CVS, she grabbed the victim's purse out of her hands and drove off, leaving the victim at the CVS without her purse. And with our contact with the victim, there were irreplaceable items in her bag, and she has been unable to access her storage unit. She has to pay to replace her apartment key fob, etc. So we are asking for a $1,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, some anger management classes. And she already has a $1,000 surety bond on the criminal trespass, but nothing on her second charge. And so this happened at the CVS, but there's an incident location at her apartment. I'm not sure from the report if she went there, but the secondary incident location was at 23 Larkin Place, apartment 102. And if we can sound for the victim, Angina Smith, and I'm sorry if I completely just mangled that, but I think it's Angina Smith. It's
Okay,
not
so
clear
you're
from our
asking.
contact.
Go ahead.
It's not clear from our contact if she is going to be on the Zoom, but if we can sound for her just in case.
All right, let me clarify. There's a 1,000 pre-existing bond on the criminal trespass.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then you're asking for $500 surety bond on the theft by taking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Miss Smith, Angina, maybe Smith, or Angina Smith. All right. Go ahead, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Akins is 38 years old. Your Honor, she has been here in Georgia long enough. And I believe that there was only one charge. It was just criminal trespass in the beginning. And she has been incarcerated at DeKalb County only for this, for her to be transferred from DeKalb County to Fulton County. She was arrested on Friday, more than about, I guess I printed the record. There was no other charge at DeKalb County. Only reason that she was arrested and held there, incarcerated for a week, was for this particular charge, criminal trespass. And she had no money for $1,000 surety bond, so she could not get out of the jail. And we don't know exactly when that was set. And then this second charges, Your Honor, just got added like today. And my client denies the allegation. She doesn't have that bag. She has not grabbed any kind of bag. It is completely false allegation. She has no previous history. We asked for a signature on bond. I couldn't verify when that $1,000 surety bond was set by the judge. If it was set by after 72 hours of her arrest at DeKalb County, it should be a Riverside. But since could not verify exactly when it was set, I'm just going to argue that she has been in the jail almost for a week only for this charge, Your Honor. She has been residentially challenged for the last 2 years. However, she has a work and she wants to keep her job, so that way she can get enough money to have her own place to bring her children back. She's a single mother with two minor children, who she is eager to have them back as soon as she gets financially set. Your Honor, she is a great worker. She works as a food delivery servicer, and we ask for a signature on bond.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. I did reply to the email, Ms. Kim, that she had been booked in on June 15th at 12:30.
I mean, here at Fulton County, but she was arrested at DeKalb County last Friday, and then she was there the whole time, and then she just got transferred June 15 here.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to order $1,500 signature bond. With that signature bond through the jail, that'll be 1,000 on the criminal trespass, 500 on the theft by taking. She's to have no further contact with the victim, stay away from the victim's home, residence, work, wherever the victim may be 200 yards, 2 football fields away from her. Do not contact her by any means. No cell phone, text, email, or social media. No comments on there about this. Also to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe that's it. Anything else, counsel?
Nothing from the state.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Position 13.
All right. This is 26 CR 00399 Mr. Is it Gundaz or Gundaz? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. Okay. Pre-trial.
You're muted, pre-trial.
Thank you. My apologies. He has one cycle. The last date of arrest was March the 15th of 2025 from Fulton County for simple assault, family violence. It was no pros, and the recommended level is UJR jail. Nothing further.
All right, State.
Yes, ma'am. The defendant allegedly got into an argument with his wife over her drinking and failure to appropriately watch their son. He apparently came home and she was asleep on the couch, and he woke her up by spitting on her. And when the wife got up to walk away, the defendant followed her, and she then hit him with a frying pan, defending herself. This is not the first incident that the defendant has allegedly abused this victim, and the victim is tired of the abuse. She would like a stay away and no further violent contact. And for that reason, we're asking for a $2,000 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, and anger management classes. And as I said, she would like a stay away and no further violent contact. This incident happened at 435 Chippenham, I think, Court in Johns Creek. And we would ask for a stay away and no contact with that address.
What's the victim's name again?
Huda Gunduz, Huda, Houdagunduz, Huda or Huda Gunduz. I'm so sorry if I mangled that.
All right, is she on the Zoom? It's Gundaz or Gunduz?
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm asking her to start her video. She's unmuted.
Oh, she is, okay.
Ms. Gunduz, please look at your chat. Please look at your screen if you want to talk or. Look at your screen again. It's asking you to start your video. She's unmuted, Your Honor, but she's not starting her video.
Okay. All right, go ahead, PD. You listen.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that you go with the recommended UJR recommended by pretrial for Mr. Gundes. As pretrial stated, the only other charge has been no prost, so we're asking the court to keep that in consideration that that previous charge has been no prost. In regards to the current allegations, if the state has mentioned previous other incidences, Your Honor, today he's being accused of spitting on her and pushing her, which was in response to the hitting him of a fry pan that the alleged victim did that she admits to. In regards to any other allegations made, we ask the court to disregard that. There's been no litigation regarding any of those previous allegations, and he's being held here on a simple battery for the spitting and the pushing, which again, the wife admitted to hitting him with the fry pan. He is entitled, he has the legal right to defend himself. Your Honor, also the address where this occurred is Mr. Gundiz's that's where he lives. He does not intend to have any real contact with her. He understands this is a toxic relationship. They do share a child together. According to Mr. Gundiz, his wife has drinking issues in which the school, the child's school is been made aware of. The child's school knows that the wife will come in drunk to drop the child off, and they've just been having a lot of issues with that. Mr. Gundiz is not violent. Again, he's not being accused of, hitting or anything like that, Your Honor. He does have a small business, which is struggling right now. So he's been driving for Uber and Lyft 14 hours a day in order to support his child. He has no money to bond himself out, Your Honor. It really is just him. So we're asking again for you to go with the recommended UJR that the pretrial has recommended.
And I'm not trying to interrupt. I apologize. We have photographs of the victim's injuries, Your Honor. But Miss Estrada is using her personal Zoom, so she doesn't have the ability to share. But I do, but I will defer to Your Honor if you wish to see those or not. I know sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
No, I don't. Not at this level. I don't. If you all report it from what's in the warrant and the incident report, what the injuries may have been, then I defer to you in reporting what the evidence is or the allegations are at this time. And she is not able to speak. Is that what it is? The victim?
Your
Hello?
Honor, she was on earlier and I stopped her video, so I'm not for sure why she's not logging back on.
Okay.
I'm not for sure why she's not starting her video. She'll unmute and then she'll mute back. So I guess she
Okay.
doesn't want to speak. She's unmuted now.
All right. What about her camera?
I don't even think we can hear her. Can you please look at the screen? It says X to start your camera. Okay, Your Honor, she's not saying anything.
All right. Let me go
Yeah.
ahead and
Your Honor, if I could just briefly mention that it was Mr. Gundiz who actually called 911 in this incident, which is said in the affidavit. And he also was medically denied by the jail because of the injuries that he sustained during the incident. And so he was brought to the hospital as a result of these incidences.
And let me remind the court that the defendant was hit with the frying pan after he spit on her and after she walked away. He followed her, continued following her after she was trying to walk away to defuse the situation.
all right. All right, I'm going to order a surety bond. It's based on, it's had a previous case as well as the allegations today. I'm going to order, the state recommended a $2,000 surety bond. I'm gonna order that he stay away from the incident location for now while he's on bond. No further contact with the victim to make sure that she's safe. This just happened probably less than 24 hours ago. So there needs to be the ample cooling down period. If there is to be visitation with a minor child, that needs to be handled by a third party. Again, no further contact between the parties and a stay away for the defendant. If he needs a one-time police escort back to that location to get any personal belongings, he can arrange that escort once he's released. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
What was that amount, Your Honor?
$2,000 surety.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, again, the previous case was no prost. He was not convicted in that previous case.
I
And
understand, but I won't reconsider. So 2,000 surety.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 10, Miss Favors.
Okay. This is 26 CR 003980D. Lakeisha Favors, Lakeisha, pretrial.
There is one prior adult arrest. The last date of arrest was December the 4th of 2017 from the city of Atlanta for driving while license suspended or revoked. The rest level is UJR jail.
Right. State.
Yes, ma'am. The defendant destroyed the victim's blow-up mattress by stabbing it with a knife. And when the defendant found the mattress and confronted her, she got violent with him and hit him on the head with a lamp and bit him on the chest. So we are asking, the victim says he would like the defendant back returning home. He was okay with her returning home. But we are asking for a $3,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, and some anger management classes. And this incident happened at 4170 Oak Tree Court, apartment 20 in the city of East Point. And this happened on June 9th of this year. And the victim is Javarian Purdue, if we could sound for him.
Okay, Varian Purdue. What was the state's recommended bond?
Yes, ma'am. $3,500 surety.
Okay. All right, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Favors is 31 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, completely strong ties to the community. And Your Honor, she is a single mother with one child who is only 8 years old. He needs a lot of attention from her. She does not get any child support for the single child. So she's the only one that who has to pay for all the financial responsibility, Your Honor. My client has, of course, UJR jail is the one that she was recommended for. We asked for signature on bond through pretrial level 1. She graduated from high school here in Atlanta, Georgia. After that, she got CNA, Certified Nurse Assistant, and right now she is working part-time doing delivery. She's qualified for Public Defender Services. We asked for signature on bond and no further violent contact. There has been ample cooling period of time. They don't have any child together. They just live together, and that location 4171 is my client's place where she wants to go back and raise her child. So we ask for making sure to go back home. Thank you.
All right. And this happened on June the 9th.
Yes. More
And
than a
what,
week ago.
I'm sorry?
More than a week ago, Your Honor.
And what was the relationship or the
It's his girlfriend. She's the girlfriend of the victim.
girlfriend of the victim? Okay.
And just a reminder, when she hit him with the lamp, she burst his lip and bit him in the chest, causing him to bleed.
He's not afraid of her, and he is completely okay for her to
I'm
return
not for
home.
sure if you can say that, PD Kim. I need to talk to the victims if you know, if you have you spoken to them?
No, I was not able to reach him, Your Honor.
No, I mean,
However,
he's on, he's unmuted, he has to start his
Oh,
camera.
is he on? Okay. Let's see.
He needs to turn on his camera.
Can you turn on your camera, sir? If you don't turn on your camera, you can't speak.
Oh no, somebody is coming in, it may be him coming from another,
Another device. Okay.
yes. Please look at your screen and start your camera. If Jay is Javarian, please start your camera.
All right, we'll have to move forward. I'm not going to continue to wait. We don't. All right. Are you the victim in this case with Lakeisha Favors, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you have on a tank top?
Oh, hold on.
You need to put on a proper shirt or jacket.
Your Honor, we do have an add-on calendar in case you haven't seen it.
I haven't. Someone needs to send it to me. All right. State your name for the record, sir.
Javarian Purdue.
Okay. And you are the victim in the case with Keisha Favors?
Yeah, yes.
All right. And do you want to make a brief statement? This is not a trial. I'll ask you 2 questions. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Put your hand down for me. Are you fearful of Miss Favors?
No.
Do you want to have further contact with Miss Favors?
Yes.
All right. Do you all have any children together?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nothing else? You can mute yourself. Oh, he did. All right. Go ahead, PD Kim.
yes, I'm actually done with my.
Oh,
We
you were
asked me
done.
file
Okay.
my contact.
Okay. That's right. You came in after.
And
All
nothing
right.
from this.
Go ahead.
Signature on file, of course.
All right. I know she has the one prior. I am concerned about the allegation. This did happen on the 9th. And I'm assuming they live together. Is that correct too?
Yes.
Are the allegations that they do live together? And they've obviously had some days to cool down. I don't know what's been going on in between. I will order a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. I'm going to, and that will be 2,500 on the battery, 1,000 on the criminal trespass. With that signature bond through pretrial, I'm going to order 5 anger awareness or anger management classes. I'm going to order no further violent contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That should do it.
What level?
Level 1.
What's
Thank
the
you, Your
total
Honor.
amount, Your Honor?
I'm sorry?
What is the total amount of a bond?
Oh, 3,500.
We have position 15.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004000B. Rashad Jackson, pretrial.
Your Honor. Rashad Jackson.
Can't hear you. You're very in and out, that connection.
I was asking what was the position, but I found it. He has 1 prior arrest, a 2020 NOLO from Clayton County for simple battery, family violence, and disorderly conduct, recommended level 1.
Well, I was saying pretrial, it wasn't that. It's going in and out. It's very, very I guess spotty would be the word. I don't know if you had to sign out and come back in. It's just a bad connection. But I think
were
I
you able to hear
made
that
out what you
history?
said. Repeat it one more time if you don't mind.
He has 1 prior arrest, a 2020 conviction out of Clayton County, simple battery, family violence, and disorderly conduct. The recommended level was level 1.
Okay.
Your Honor, police were at the apartment complex at 1955 Dunlap Avenue in East Point, and the officer approached Miss Green and said he had knocked on apartment 10. There was no answer. Someone else came up and he said, "Do you know what's going on?" And she said, "Yeah, the victim, Miracle Thornton, had been assaulted. She has a busted lip." And the cop said, "How do you know that?" And she said, "Oh, she called and told me." So again, he went up, knocked on the door, no answer. They turned off the living room light. Finally, the officers had to do a forced entry into the residence because another person had said the same thing. I think it might have been related to Miss Thornton, but I'm not positive. No, it was a Miss Jackson who said the same thing, that she had appeared to check on them as she had heard the same thing. Officers did a forced entry. They did a protective sweep. First, the victim exited the bedroom, and she said the defendant had fled through the rear door of the residence. This turned out to be not true. During the protective sweep, the defendant was found hiding inside a bedroom closet underneath a pile of clothing. After several verbal commands to exit, he complied with his hands visible and without incident. After that, an officer escorted the victim, Ms. Thornton, to the other area of the apartment complex and asked, how did she get the black eye? She said there was a physical altercation a few days earlier, and that's how that happened. She is pregnant, so we have battery on her pregnant. We're asking for a $5,000 surety on that, $1,000 on the surety. Their small child was present as well. So we have Cruelty to Children the third. We're asking for $1,000 on that. No further contact with the victim, Miracle Thornton. Stay away from the incident location, 1955 Dunlap Avenue. 12 anger management courses. The victim says that the defendant had been drinking since 5 p.m. that day, so we are asking for an ADT in addition to the no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
This is for Rashid Jackson.
Yes.
I only have 2 charges on the calendar. Did you name 3 or 2?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, there were 3. Battery on a pregnant person, obstruction, and cruelty to children. The cruelty of the children in the third was our add-on. I don't know, maybe it didn't make it down in time.
Has it been filed down?
It has, but they may not have received it in time.
Okay. So it's a 7,000 surety.
It's 3, Your Honor. It's just
It
not
is.
on calendar, yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
In this instance, she had an injury to her lip. So we have the lip and the eye, which she contends was not from this particular incident.
All right.
And I believe she is with us. If we could sound for Miracle Thornton.
All right, Miracle Thornton.
I'm here.
All right. Do you wish to address the court today? I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Rashad Jackson?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Yes, ma'am. We share a child together.
How old is the child?
He's about to be 2.
I'm sorry?
He's about to be 2 next month, July
2.
9th.
I need to see. Okay. Keep your camera with you in the camera. All right. And this just happened less than 24 hours. Okay. And you all reside together as well. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I don't have any further questions. Anyone else for cross-examination?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
Ms. Thornton, are you the victim in the 2020 simple battery case?
No, ma'am.
Nothing further.
All right. Thank you.
I have questions, Your Honor.
Yes.
Um,
Hold on. Come back on.
Me?
Ms. Thornton, yes. The public defender has questions for you.
Ms. Thornton, Mr. Rashad Jackson, he did not cause you that black eye that you had
No. No, ma'am. I got into an altercation before that.
with somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. And while this incident occurred, your child was sleeping in a different room?
She was.
So she was not present for anything that happened
She was
with this
not
incident?
in the room.
And you're not in fear of Mr. Jackson?
I'm not.
And you are married to Mr. Jackson?
That's his fiance. We ain't made
Okay.
it.
Okay. And you would want him to come home as soon as possible?
I will.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
I have one follow-up, please.
Okay.
When you spoke with our victim witness assistant, this morning or earlier this afternoon, you said the defendant didn't choke you, but he put his hand around your neck to move you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes. Last question, and then we.
Oh, no,
move
Your
on
Honor.
to
I have no
victim.
further.
This is not the
I'm
trial.
No, I have no further questions for Ms. Thornton. I wanted to make my argument for.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're asking that you grant Mr. Jackson a signature bond. I believe he's eligible. Mr. Jackson is the provider for his wife and his daughter. He's currently working at ABM airport. A car rental place at the airport. He is a lifelong Georgia resident. He is not a flight risk, nor is he a danger to the alleged victim. Your Honor, any sort of, the bond amount that the state is asking for is not a bond amount that he would be able to afford. I understand that this incident happened a day ago, Your Honor, but from speaking to Mr. Jackson, and as seen from Ms. Thornton, I don't believe a more than this time of a cooling period is needed. He just expressed how much he loved her and wanted to get back home with her. Again, I don't believe it would benefit neither the victim or really anyone in this situation to keep him in jail any longer. So we're asking in this case that you grant him a signature bond.
Okay. All right. I am going to now this prior NOLO is from 2020.
Yes, with a different victim.
Okay.
It is a family violence charge, but I don't know who the victim is.
Okay.
And Miss Thornton says it's not her.
Okay.
But we do have the high and aggravated battery on a pregnant person with the previous case with a different person that causes the state great concern.
Mm-hmm.
We also did a strangulation assessment as there were questions about whether or not she was choked, which is why I followed up with the hand around the neck.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to order the surety bond, and I will order $4,000 on the battery against a female who's pregnant, 1,000 on the willful obstruction, 1,000 on the cruelty. So that'll be a total of $6,000 surety bond. And I'm going to order since the victim is on here, but I don't like doing it so quickly with the contact again. But right now I'm going to order no further contact. I'm going to order that the defendant stay away from the residence or the incident location. If there's to be, and did I hear there was, yes, if there's to be any visitation with the child, that be done by a third party. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he needs a one-time police escort back to the premises to get any personal belongings, he can arrange that when he gets out. And I believe that is it. I want to make sure there has been cooling down. It's been less than 24 hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Next is position 25, Ms. Walker.
Your Honor, with Mr. Jackson, did you say
Yeah.
3 charges?
I'm sorry.
Did say 4,000 for the first and 1,000 for the second?
And yeah, there's 3. Do you have 3 charges?
No, ma'am, we only have 2 on the calendar.
I know, me too. They said there's a third cruelty to children that's been added, and it
Okay,
has been filed down. So it's 3 charges, 4, 1, and 1. So that makes it 6,000.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. I know you were talking about my math, correct?
Lawyers don't do math. That's fair.
Right. All right.
And
Uh-huh.
Your Honor, if I may, I don't believe Mr. Jackson would really have anywhere else to go. You heard from his wife, the alleged victim, that she's not in fear of Mr. Jackson and she wants him home.
I understand. I'm, you know, every time we do it and then you ask me to reconsider again and hear the facts all over, I have heard them. That's been my ruling. I understand. But right now, this is what I think needs to be done to cool down. There hasn't been a cooling down period. Okay. And so if you want him to possibly have the bond changed, you can ask for modification, or he'll come up on June 30th on SAP. Okay. So let's not, I don't want to hear these cases 3, 4, 5 times. We'll never get done today. All right, let's go to the next one. What do we have next, Deputy?
25.
All right.
Her first name is Sonia. Her last name is Walker.
All right. This is 26 CR 004-004E. Her last name is Walker, correct? I think it's backwards on the count. Sonia Walker.
Yes.
Okay. Pre-trial.
She has 8 cycles total. There's a 2009 conviction from Clayton County for giving false name, a 2008 conviction from the city of Atlanta, possession of marijuana less than an ounce, and false representation. The last date of arrest was from the city of Atlanta for entering rest area of airport, possessing weapon or long gun. That was July the 30th of 2021. The recommended level is level 1.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, there's a video recording that we have, but I'll just let you know it exists. You see the defendant walking towards the victim's vehicle. I believe it's a Dodge Charger. She had threatened allegedly to break out the windows. So he was following her, recording her, and she goes back to the house, gets a bag, and then hits him with it. He thinks there might have been pliers in there. There was enough blood that we suggested it might be a felony in this one. There's a trail of blood from the car to the apartment, all over the bathroom, all over the white tank top of the defendant. There's 2 videos. However, we opted not to transfer it as a felony at this time. All of this happened in the presence of their grandson, initials KC. We are asking for a $3,000 surety on the battery family violence, $1,000 surety on the cruelty to children. No further contact with the victim, Jimmy Walker. Stay away from the incident location at 2156 Point View Drive in East Point and the FVIP. We did reach out to the victim. He said that he's not sure, but when he watches the video, the officer asked him about a pair of pliers that were on the porch. That's why he assumes that's what she hit him with. There's some allegations that she may or may not have reported the car stolen. He does say that they both had been drinking that day. He is okay with no further violent contact. However, based on the copious amounts of blood and that this just happened, we are asking for no further contact and to stay away at this time. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. Is this PD Ponders or whose case?
I believe this is my case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. PD Kim.
Miss Sonia is, give me 1 minute, Your Honor.
Right. Sonia
Yes.
Walker. They have it on here as Walker Sonia, but I think it's just back.
Yes. Yeah, Sonia is actually her first name.
First name.
Your Honor, she and her complaining witness, they have been married for the last 13 years, Your Honor. I don't think he is afraid of her at all at this point. My client has 3 adult children and 6 grandchildren, Your Honor. And after getting her associate degree, she has been gainfully employed as a supervisor at the warehouse for last 14 years. We asked for signature on bond through pretrial and no further violent contact, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to order a $4,000 surety bond. With that surety bond, I'm going to order that she stay away from the incident location right now, have no further contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's all I order for right now.
You'll break that down, Your Honor. There are 2 charges.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3,000 on the battery, 1,000 on the cruelty.
Your Honor, can she have a sheriff's 10% program? Maybe can she participate in that?
Yeah, she qualifies.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Position 17.
Okay. This is 26 CR 003983Y. Simon King for trial.
No prior history, recommended level 1.
Okay. State.
I'm trying to pull him up right now.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. We have disorderly conduct, simple battery against a Leo. Long and short, he was at an unauthorized gathering called Streamer University at Cava at 572 Hank Aaron. Even though it was unauthorized, police contacted Cava. They said everybody here is free to stay. However, the defendant got a little rowdy. They tried to detain him. The cop turned to talk to one of his colleagues. Defendant shoved him and then tried to take off and didn't make it very far. There's a 1,000 surety in the disorderly conduct and a $3,000 surety already set for the simple battery against the law enforcement officer. We would ask that it remain and to stay away from the incident location at 572 Hank Aaron. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
And you said that was already preset 1,000 on the disorderly and 3 on the simple battery?
Correct. That was
Oh,
set by the
okay.
previous magistrate.
Okay. Thank you. All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Judge, just to provide a little context with the event, there was a gathering for the Streamer University thing, I don't know, but apparently the entire crowd was disorderly and ruckus. In the midst of it all, Mr. King was with those people. He was the only arrested to his knowledge. There was the allegation of him shoving or pushing the officer. The officer makes that allegation, but my client denies it fully and stated that it was someone else who had did the push. Again, with those in mind, him being just 19 years old, he has uh, he has completed the 11th grade. He has no history of any crime of any sort. We don't think he's a danger to the community or to really any person that was involved in this incident. For that reason, Your Honor, with him not being able to pay any bond, he has no income. Currently, him being up here, them trying to paying that. We would ask for a signature bond in this case, Your Honor, again, with him having no history, no threat to the society, and no income.
How does he support himself at 19, or does he still live at home, or what?
He lives with, well, he is residentially challenged, but he lives with, I believe, a friend and their parent that kind of is helping him get on his feet. And again, him being up here, I think he's trying to be like a cameraman of some sort. And that's what the actual event was, it's all about. So he's trying to get on the right path, but currently right now he is unable to support himself or.
So do
PD
we have,
Ponder. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
do we have an address? Well, how are we going to contact him? Does he have a
I
cell phone or what?
I have the phone and the email address. He also has his, I believe, step parents that he doesn't live with, but they are also in his life. So he will be able to be contacted through one of those means.
Do we need a social worker visit, perhaps?
I wrote it on my notes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're thinking alike. I would definitely make sure he gets a social worker visit.
Okay.
Hopefully before he would get out. I know that he already has a 4,000 surety bond, but I will give him that 4,000 signature bond. And I don't know that I'm excited about the lack of contact, but I assume he will be coming back to court, or he can call you, or he can call the clerk to see when his case is rescheduled, to keep up with that so that he doesn't have an FTA for lack of contact. Let's see. So I will
The one
give him that signature bond of 4,000. And the social worker visit, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Your Honor, break that bond down. He has 2 charges.
1,000 on the disorderly, 3,000 on the simple battery.
Level 1.
No, I should have said I thought I said 4,000 signature.
Yeah, but what level?
Signature bond. Signature bond, not pretrial. Signature bond through the jail. I'm sorry, Miss Holly.
Okay. I'm like, huh?
We're tired. It's
Yeah, we are.
4:59.
We are. That's okay.
Miss Holly's like, I heard you.
I
Yeah,
know, and
but
I'm like, and I did not hear you. I'm so sorry.
that's okay. We're almost at the end.
I know. Please forgive me.
That's quite all right.
Okay. And it's hump day too. We
Yes,
established
it
that
is.
at the
We
beginning.
almost over it.
I'm sorry.
social worker.
Yes.
We have position night.
All right, thank you.
19.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. 19.
Yes,
All right. 26 CR 003987Y. Mr. Mulat, I believe. Retrial.
There are 4 cycles total, 3 from the state of California. There's an open case out of Gwinnett County for hit and run. That arrest date was July the 11th of 2025. There's also a 2014 conviction out of California. It didn't state the charge, it just said infraction, and the recommended level is a level 2.
All right. Okay, Skate.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. There's a $1,500 surety on the obstruction and 1,000 per simple battery already set in place by the previous magistrate. We would ask that remain in addition to the stay away from MARTA. He was observed smoking on the stairs of the concourse. The officer said, "You can't smoke that here." He extinguished his cigar. He moved several steps away, started to smoke again. This time, a little bit of marijuana was involved, but I NOD'd that charge. He then
I was just with my friend.
took flight out of the station down the south bus loop, but obviously was apprehended. So we would just ask the current previously set sureties remain in addition to the stay away from MARTA. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while in bond. Thank you.
So that was 1,500 on the obstruction. I heard
Correct.
2,000 on the simple battery. Is that
Correct.
each or?
It was each, yeah.
Okay.
So it would be 3,500.
Okay.
Huh?
Right?
You said two on each is 4?
No,
5?
it's 1,000 for each on the simple
Oh.
battery. I'm sorry.
1,000
2,000.
each. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know. math.
3,500. Yeah. 3,500. Gotcha.
Miller.
All right.
Or not last.
PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mulat is 32 years old. He's been living in Georgia for the last 7 years. He does have an address here, living with his parents. No kids. He did graduate from high school and had completed some college. He is unable to post a bond, but he does have family here in Georgia who assist with his living arrangement. Again, there was no history. I didn't hear any history of any violence. I don't think he's a threat to the community or any other persons. He's fine with a stay away order from the MARTA. And also, too, I don't believe there was any mention of any failure to peers. So I think he is eligible for a signature bond. With that in mind, we would ask for a signature bond through pretrial level 2.
How long did you say he'd been in Georgia?
About 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 years.
And do we have good contact information?
Yes, Your Honor. I have contact information from him, his mother and sister. And again, he stays with his parents in Clarkston, Your Honor.
Before I was at yesterday, I had some friends that stayed in the area.
All right.
I can't exactly say I'm sure if it was, so.
What I will do is I will give him a
Yes.
$3,000 surety bond. I'll lower it a little. So that'll be 1,000 on each, 3,000 surety. And then stay away from MARTA while on bond, or if any other suspensions, to honor those. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Next, we have position number 26.
Yes, ma'am. It's me, you as well.
All right, come on, man.
Come on, sir.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm sorry, sir. You good, you good, you good.
26 CR 004003B, Charles Stewart, pretrial.
He has 13 cycles total. There's 12 from the state of Florida. There is an open case out of Chatham County for DUI. There's a 2011 conviction from the state of Florida for possession of cannabis and trespassing. There's a 2006 conviction also out of the state of Florida for the same charge, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. There's a 2003 conviction from Florida for fraud, insufficient funds check. The recommended level is level 2.
Okay.
Your Honor, the victim had run to a next door neighbor out of fear for her safety from the abuse inflicted by the defendant. Victim claims defendant became upset when she received a phone call, began throwing clothes and various items at her, hit her with an open and a closed hand, grabbed her multiple times. She did advise the defendant is in possession of a firearm. However, it was not brandished during this incident. There were red marks and scratches all over victim's left arm and a welt on her forehead. He also broke her fan. We spoke to the victim. She has asked for a no contact and a stay away. She applied for a TPO yesterday. She said she is in fear of defendant. She is scared of what he would do to subdue her. She said that the defendant's father is willing to coordinate to arrange to get things from his home, although we usually use a police escort. The danger assessment level is 22, and as your honor probably knows, anything over 18 is extreme. We're asking for $3,000 surety per charge on the battery family violence, so that would be $6,000. The simple assault would be a $2,000 surety. Damage to property would be a $1,000 surety, so 6, 8, 9,000 total. No further contact with the victim, Charla Bivens. Stay away from 8862 Valley Lakes Lane in Union City. I just want to do one more thing and check what else the victim had to say. Let's see. She asked the neighbor to call the police and hid in the bushes. The neighbor didn't recognize her at first, but she did see the defendant, and that's why she called. She's sore. She has bruises. The victim or the defendant apparently says that the defendant twirls the gun in her presence and told her that if he shot her, he would not render aid and go on the run. He beat her for approximately 20 to 30 minutes, hit her with the fan, the laundry basket, and anything else he could get his hands on. The only reason she got out, she says, is because she told him that she had to use the bathroom. Defendant told her to unlock the phone and put the phone up to her face. While the defendant was distracted with her phone, she made a run for it. She was found disheveled, nervous, frightened, and had no shoes on by the officer. So we feel that our request is in line with what the victim wants and with the allegations before the court at this time. Thank you.
All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stewart is 51 years old. He's been in Georgia for a year. He does share the resident with the victim. He does work. He's been working at his job in a warehouse at DHL for about 5 months. He is currently pursuing his a degree, an AS degree in supply chain management. I believe he has a semester and a half remaining there at Atlanta Tech. So he's not a flight risk. We do understand the concern from the state with the and victim as far as the no contact. My client, again, as that is his only place of residence, he is willing and to work on finding a new place if he's, allowed to be released. Um, and obviously released from jail so that he could prepare his defense. He denied these allegations. Um, for those reasons, Your Honor, we would ask for a signature bond. I don't believe, and I could be mistaken, but I don't believe that there were any instances of failure to appear in his pretrial. But if the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case. Again, understanding the severity of the allegations, but again, there being a denial of severity, we would ask that he be allowed to be released, finding a new place to live and in accordance with the stay away, no contact, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, in light of the use of the weapon, we would ask for the surrender of any firearms in his possession in accordance with the no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right.
And
I'm going to order the $9,000 surety bond.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry, Your
sorry.
Honor. I think my client would like to mention one thing.
One simple
Quickly.
Yes, ma'am. So all the other stuff, I don't have an open case. I've only had one case that was they were gonna charge me with DUI, but they wound up giving me reckless driving, which I went through. That should be closed. So I didn't know that was out. And the main thing is she said I twirled my gun in front of her. I've never done that. So as far as the dangerous part, there was an incident. We did get into it and all that she did run out. But just that gun thing, just from my own, that never happened. And I didn't know that I had an open case in anywhere else. I had
Okay.
been
Okay.
driving for that and I completed the program.
All right. Thank you. All right. Based on the allegations and some of the factual basis, I'm a little disturbed by it. 13 prior cycles. So, and although there may not have been any previous violence, this situation sounds pretty violent. And hearing it from the victim's point of view, listening to the allegations, I'm disturbed by it. So I'm going to order the $9,000 surety bond, $3,000 on each of the batteries, $2,000 on the simple assault, and $1,000 on the criminal trespass and damage to property. You are to stay away from the incident location, have no further contact with the victim, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that'll be it for now.
What about the surrendering of firearms to be discussed?
Oh, yes. If you have any firearms still in your possession, surrender those to the sheriff's department immediately.
Thank you.
Who do you have next, Deputy?
We have position 27, Mr. Stubbs.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This is 26 CR 003989E, Randolph Sutton pretrial.
He has 5 cycles total.
How
An
many?
open case 25 SC 5. He has an open case 25 SC 005898, kidnapping, simple assault, family violence, reckless driving, and failure to obey signs or control devices, willful obstruction, and fleeing or attempting to elude. There's a 2023 conviction out of Fulton for willful obstruction and failure to maintain insurance. and an '05 conviction. For battery, simple battery, physical harm, and criminal trespass, the recommended level is level 2.
There's actually 2 open cases, Your Honor. The 25 SC kidnapping one that pretrial. The second one is 26 CR 003989E, 2 counts of simple battery, family violence, simple assault, family violence, and hindering a 911 call, which is eerily similar to what we have here. 2 counts of simple battery, family violence, simple assault, family violence, cruelty to children in the third, which I NOD'd, and obstruction of a 911 call. We did speak with the victim, who is the defendant's daughter. Excuse me. There was a verbal argument. A younger child, another daughter, came in and told the defendant to leave her mother alone, at which point he acted like he was going to strike her. At that point, the victim intervened by pulling him back, and the defendant pushed her. At that point, the defendant's mother attempted to separate the party, and he acted like he was going to strike her as well. At that point, the victim leaves the residence with the younger children. They exit the residence. Defendant follows them. At that point, she tries to call 911. Defendant pushes her again, takes the cell phone. Another daughter tried to pepper spray him in defense of the mother and sister, but she was unsuccessful. The younger daughter was 6 years old and present. The victim says she and the defendant were never married, but reside together and share children. The defendant's daughter, said that she has no idea why her father was so angry. He was rowdy all night. He's becoming increasingly aggressive. There was another incident 3 years ago when she was pregnant. She doesn't know about any other cases. Your Honor, we mentioned 2 open ones right now. She says he, quote, needs to calm down and get some help. They're all tired of his behavior. She will not be on Zoom. So for the simple battery family violence, we'd be asking for 2,500 on each surety, so that's 5,000. 1,000 on the simple assault family violence, and another 1,000 surety on obstructing the 911. We're also asking for no further contact with any of the victims, including Araya Kimball Sutton, the daughter who we made contact with, and any other members of the household, and to stay away from 6395 Connell Road. And 12 anger management courses, again, in compliance with the victim's request. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank
Give
you.
me the recommendation, or give me the recommendation of breakdown. How many charges are there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and what's the breakdown again, your recommendation?
2,500 per battery for a total of 5,000. And then another 1,000 on the simple assault, so that brings us to 6, and then another 1,000 on the 911, that brings us to 7.
Okay.
Thank you.
PD Bonder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sutton is a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He's 45 years old. He and the victim do share children, 5 children, ages 26, 22, 16, 10, and 6. The address of the incident, they also share, my client has let me know that that's his mother's house, or his house, his mother's house. We would ask that he be allowed to return there, because again, that's where he resides, with the kids. Just to provide a little context with the incident, my client indicates that it was just an argument between he and the children's mother. Yes, he said that they kind of were rowdy, they weren't loud, but at whatever point the children, I guess, stepped in, he was pepper sprayed, and it just became him defending himself at that point. Um, with that in mind, him being a lifelong resident, having significant ties to the community, and the living situation, we would ask for a no no violent contact, and no stay away order. And we would ask for a signature bond. He is unable to post any amount of bond. If the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case, or a significant reduction from the amounts that were requested from the state.
And Your Honor, it may be his mother's house, but I'll remind you that the allegations are that he attempted to strike her as well.
I don't think the report said that he intended to strike anyone. I think it stated that
Mr. Sutton's mother attempted to separate the parties. Mr. Sutton acted as though he was going to strike her as well.
Right. Yeah. So I think that is a little different. Reads a little differently than intended to strike.
We're not going to go over the word.
As opposed to what was maybe perceived to possibly have.
Intent. I don't know that those words are much different, but okay. And what is the work history for Mr. Sutton? What does he do?
Currently he is unemployed. He's unemployed at the moment.
All right. I'm going to with his open cases and his history, I'm going to order the $7,000 surety bond, $2,000 on each of the simple batteries, $1,000 on the simple assault, and $1,000 on hindering the person. He is to stay away from that incident location. Although it may be his mom's house, I think we need a cooling down period. There's not been one. He is to have no further contact with the children, the daughters, or whomever stays in that house. We need to make sure this is going to stop. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. So if he needs a one-time escort back there to get his personal belongings, we can allow that only if he has a police escort. Otherwise, he needs to stay away from that location.
All right. For clarification, Your Honor, you stated 7,000, but I think the breakdown added up to 6,000.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I'm coming up with.
So there's two simple batteries for 2,500 each, which is 5, right?
Okay, someone said 2,000.
Yeah. Oh,
To be 2,500.
yes.
No.
Okay.
Is that 2,500 and not 2,000 on each?
Yes, that's where the difference is because the math wasn't math. So
Oh,
it's 2,500.
sorry. I thought I said 2,500. I apologize.
That's okay. It's late.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it. Now we have the 7,000.
Okay. That was what I wanted the total to be 7.
Okay.
And Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Spear, what other CR case does he have? Because the case you called out was the case that we were on now.
Hold on, let me grab my notes.
He has an SC case open, but he only has one CR case.
Okay, let me get there. Hold on. Oh, yep, you're right. That's my mistake. He's got the one open 25. You're right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
Usually my GCICs aren't so up to date that the current case is on there. I'm lucky if I get one that was last year.
Mhm.
Your Honor, we have add-on number 1.
Oh, hold on. Just
I sent it to both your email addresses, Your Honor.
thank you.
And
You
I
can
did,
read that add-on one for me. It's, for some reason.
I
it's
sent it
still
to you, Your
open.
Honor.
Huh? I know I got them all. My thing's just going slow pulling them up.
Okay, is it okay if I go ahead and read it?
Please, thank you.
Okay, add-on number 1 is Javon Daniel, case number 26 CR 004-005G. Charge is battery.
All right,
I
pre-trial.
believe that's the one we're seeking felony warrants on. Miss
No.
Miss Battle Evans?
I filed it down.
Can't hear you. Your
Thank you.
connection's not good. What did you say? I filed it down. I can't hear.
I did.
Okay.
There's
So-
no prior history recommended level 1.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, on May the 27th of 2026, the defendant went to the home of Benny. Got too many screens up.
Richardson.
I'm sorry. Richardson, yes. He went to the home and he was asking him about a case in which was a gift that was given to him by the defendant, that was given to him by Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson indicated he wasn't going to give it back. They came to where Mr. Daniels started to approach Mr. Richardson. He had a pocket knife that he pulled out as he was approaching Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson, at that point, grabbed him and they started tussling and fighting. And Mr. Richardson was injured as a result of that. We are asking for a bond in this particular case. We are asking in light of his record. It's my understanding we've also had contact with there hasn't been any contact with Mr. Richardson. So would be asking for a no further contact and a stay away order. But the bond recommendation at this point in time would be for a surety in the amount of $3,500. This is considered a battery, not a battery family violence case. Just because we've not had any further contact with Mr. Richardson at this particular time. And I want to get the address. Do you have the address, Ms. Bridgewater?
Yes, it's 1412 Eric Street.
And that would be the stairway location. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Okay. All right, PD Ulysses.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Daniel a signature bond. Mr. Daniel is 21 years old. As pretrial has stated, this is his only offense. Apologies, Your Honor. This is his only offense. He has not been charged with anything. This is his first arrest, first offense, first anything. He's currently a Apologies, Your Honor. He is a lifelong Georgia resident. He's currently living with his mother in Atlanta, Georgia. He is a Maynard Jackson High School graduate. He's currently working at a car auction in Manheim, Georgia. He also does some modeling and has taken a forklifting class. In regards to the allegations, Your Honor, Mr. Daniel has no intention of making any further contact with the alleged victim, who was his boyfriend, or I believe ex-boyfriend at the time. He did go to the ex-boyfriend's home to retrieve property. Your Honor, Mr. Daniel made me aware that there's actually a DeKalb County case where Mr. Daniel, the defendant in this case, was actually the alleged victim, and Mr. Richardson, the alleged victim in this case, was the defendant. I was able to confirm that it was the correct person because of the address on DeKalb County's judicial information system. It's the same address listed for Mr. Richardson. The incident did happen last year of 2025, August 4th, where Mr. Richardson did plead guilty to simple battery and disorderly conduct. I'm not able to confirm that the victim is Mr. Daniel just from the information I can get from the DeKalb system, but everything that Mr. Daniel told to me matches up with the information that I do have on the DeKalb County system. So, Your Honor, there's a recorded history of violence against Mr. Daniel from Mr. Richardson. So anything that Mr. Daniel did in this incident was in self-defense. He is not a danger to society. He's not a danger to anyone, including Mr. Richardson. Since this incident, Your Honor, he has, he has no intention of making any further contact. He will comply with any stay away orders or any no contact orders. Again, this is his first ever charge with anything. Because of that information, Your Honor, we are asking that you grant him a signature bond today.
All right. I will order the $3,500 signature bond through the jail. And since it's just battery and not family violence, and with that, I'm going to order stay away from the incident location, no further contact with the victim. I don't think there needs to be an escort to get any items. I mean, I don't know. So no, okay.
No, Your Honor.
And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And hopefully there won't be anything else. This is happening on the 15th. So cooling down period. I was going to order some anger management classes, take on its own, just to be sure that these incidents will not reoccur. Just let him take 2 anger management courses somewhere since he is working. And that should be it, with no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have quite a few waivers. I don't know if there are any other inmates there to be heard, but
Right.
That's everyone.
That's everyone. The rest are waivers, or
I
let's
have quite a
double check.
few. So, Your Honor, do you want to just go down the calendar and as we get to the waivers, we address them, or how do you want to do it?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going to go down the calendar. Once again, the reset date for the SAP calendar is June 30th. Position number 1 is going to the SAP calendar with a $5,000 cash bond. Position 2 is reset further notice with a total $1,500 SOB through the jail. Position 3, Jamon or Jamin Brooks.
All right, that one is 26 CR 003992F. He is charged with 1 count of battery family violence. Pretrial.
No prior history, recommended level 1.
All right. State.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am. So
okay.
the defendant, I'm sorry. Can you see me? Okay.
Yes.
The defendant allegedly hit his uncle with a stick and left a bruise and swelling on the side of his face. Victim stated there had been escalating tension in the home before this, and it finally boiled over. And his defendant was attempting to, his defendant hit a stick with the door he was attempting to force open. I'm looking now to find out what the argument was over. But according to the victim's mother, they're okay with the defendant returning to the home. She says there are some mental health issues. And so we are asking for a $2,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET and MHET, some anger management classes. And since the victim is okay, we are not asking for a stay away and a no contact order with the location.
All right. And
Your Honor,
so
someone is here to speak on his behalf.
I'm sorry.
Someone is here to speak. Someone is here for him. I'm not for sure if it's the victim's mother.
Oh, who is this person with Lucky on the?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who are you, ma'am?
I'm his mother.
All right. Well, we don't need to hear from you, Mom, unless you're the victim in the case. This is not his trial. This is just a bond hearing, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You can listen in. What was the state's recommendation on the bond again?
Yes, ma'am, a $2,500 surety bond.
All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brooks is 19 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He lives with his mother. So we don't think he is a slight risk. He'll be able to return to court. And as it was stated, this was just an incident that kind of rolled over. But as the mother stated to the state that they are willing or okay with him coming back and not having no contact. So with those considerations in mind, we would ask for a signature bond level one to allow him to return to his mother after being visited with having a visit with for mental health. And we think that would be helpful and for Mr. Brooks.
He's graduated from high school. Did I hear you say?
Your Honor, I'm not 100% sure he's 19. I'm not sure. I wasn't able to really get that information from him when I spoke to him. And I don't know if his mother is still on. Maybe she can answer that. I'm not sure.
And you understand he lives with her?
Yes, he does. Yeah, he lives with her.
Where does the victim live? The uncle. With them? Is she still on, Chanel?
Yes,
Miss
Your
Young?
Honor.
Ask her to turn her camera on.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. Your 19-year-old son, does he live with you?
Yes, he does.
Did he graduate from high school
Yes.
last year?
Yes.
Okay. What high school?
Frederick Douglass High School.
Okay. And is he working?
No, ma'am.
And where does the uncle live, the victim?
With me.
And they both, you all three live there together?
Yes.
How old is the uncle?
40.
Okay. Would your son have somewhere else to go live for a cooling down period, possibly?
Yes, with his grandmother.
Okay. So I'm just looking at the incident date. This happened in January,
Yes.
and they've been living there good since January?
Well, no, he just came back, I say about a month ago because he's back and forth with his grandma and me. So, yeah. So he really stayed with his grandma. He just come and visit to spend time with us.
Do you think it has cooled down or what's going on? Are they getting
No,
along or what? Hasn't cooled down?
we're going to send him back. He's going to go back with his grandmother.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest with me. I appreciate
You're
that. All right. You can mute yourself and listen in.
Okay.
All right. So that's probably the best information you can get, Council PD Ponder. Even though this happened in January, Mom says it's not cooling down, so I'm going to give my ruling on it. The $2,500 signature bond through pretrial. All right, level one. He's going to be ordered to stay away from his mom's house, the incident location, stay away from there. He is to have no further contact with his uncle right now. He is to take 10 anger management courses through pretrial, which are free while he's on bond. He is to have no guns weapons, drugs, alcohol, anything like that while he's on bond. And the biggest thing is to stay away from his mom's house right now. We've got to get a handle on this. So maybe he'll learn a little bit in the classes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Okay, position number 4 is going to the SAP calendar with a $2,500 good bond. Position 5 is going to the SAP calendar with a $7,500 good bond. Position 6 is reset further notice with a $3,000 SOB through pretrial. 7, SAP calendar with a $5,000 good bond. Position 8 is reset further notice with a $2,500 SOB through the jail with a co-signer of Anthony Ellison. 9,
That would be through pretrial. If it was going through the jail, he wouldn't need a cosign. So I have 2,500 SOB pretrial co-signer is his father.
and I have it through the jail. Which one is it, Your Honor? You're muted.
Myself. I'm sorry. Which one?
Position number 8.
Signature bond. And we're asking whether it's through the jail or pretrial?
Yeah, you said 2,500 SOB through the jail with a co-signer of Anthony Allison, which is his dad.
Sometimes I don't write it down. Ms.
I
Young
have
says I
pretrial
said
level
pretrial.
1. If it went through
Pretrial
the
level
jail, he
1.
wouldn't need a cosigner.
Right, you're right. Oh,
So
I did.
pretrial level 1.
I put level 1 down here, but I didn't write out as much as I should have. So I'll put it through pretrial level 1. Because she's right. If he didn't need a cosigner, if it would go through the bond, through the jail.
So you're putting it at 2,500 SOB through pretrial level 1? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on to position number 9, it's going to go to the SAP calendar with a total $2,500 good bond. Position 10 is reset further notice with a total $3,500 SOB through pretrial. 11, SAP calendar with a total $4,500 good bond. 12 is reset further notice with a total $3,500 SOB through pretrial. 13 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $2,000 good bond. 14, SAP calendar with a $5,000 good bond. 15, SAP calendar with a total $6,000 good bond. 16, SAP calendar with a total $7,000 good bond. 17, reset further notice with a total $4,000 SOB through the jail. 18, been waiting on that, Daniel Mack. Is that a waiver? It is.
All right. 26 CR 00398 Theft by shoplifting pretrial.
One moment.
Okay.
He has 28 cycles total, 10 from the state of South Carolina, 2 from Texas. There's a 2025 conviction for possession, sale, dispose of stolen vehicle, and conceal, assault and battery, second degree, failure to stop for blue light, no injury or death, first, and giving false information. There's a 2023 conviction from South Carolina for driving under suspension, first, a 2019 conviction from South Carolina giving false information and driving, under suspension, third, and a DUI first offense and a DUI with child passenger. A 2018 conviction from South Carolina for driving under suspension, first. There are 3 convictions outside of the 10-year period. An active warrant out of Fulton for a probation violation. Date of that warrant is March the 9th of 2026. An active warrant out of Columbia, South Carolina for a probation violation. Date of that warrant is May the 21st of 2026. And an active warrant out of Orangeburg, South Carolina for an FTA. Date of that warrant is June the 9th of 2026. He's currently on probation, case number 25CR003282C, death by receiving stolen property. Also on first offender probation, case number 22SC183920 for aggravated assault and robbery. There's a 2024 FTA from Douglas County, a 2026 conviction out of Fulton for giving false information, willful obstruction, and driving while license suspended or revoked. 2024 conviction out of Fulton, giving false information, expired or no license plate decal, and driving while license suspended or revoked. Another 2024 conviction, theft by receiving stolen property and willful obstruction. 2024 conviction out of Fulton for simple battery. 2024 conviction for giving false name, fleeing or attempting to elude, and driving while license suspended or revoked. And a 2020 conviction out of Fulton for disorderly conduct, and a 2020 conviction for simple battery family violence. His recommended level was level 3.
Thank you.
No offense, pretrial, I couldn't follow that, so I'm just gonna hit the high notes. We have a 2024 FTA.
Oh,
a
please
2025
don't repeat him.
Okay,
She
all right.
gave me enough. I
Okay.
got him. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. He went into the Dollar General on Old National Highway, 4895 Old National Highway, stole 22 containers of laundry detergent and a huge box of Huggies. Grand total $392. We are asking for $1,000 surety, which I feel is very generous in light of all of his cycles and his many states. No further contact with the employee at the Dollar General, Dontavius Austin, and to stay away from the Dollar General at 4895 Old National Highway. Apparently, he's frequent out there. We are going to perhaps need a social worker visit based on the allegations. Sometimes he stays at the Travel Lodge Hotel on Old National and hangs out with women who walk up and down Old National. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like we might need a social worker visit, but I'll defer to defense if they know what that's about. So 1,000, no further contact, stay away. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons. Thank you.
All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mack is 31 years old, lifelong resident. Oh, no, sorry. Been in Georgia for the past 16 years. He does have two children, ages 8 and 15, that he lives with. He has a Camp Creek address that he stated that he lives. Is a self-employed mechanic. Um, has some health concerns that it would be helpful for him to be released. We would add, we are okay with the stay away from the Dollar General. We would ask for the lowest possible bond if the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond in this case.
Okay. I think $1,000 surety bond is generous. Given his history and the convictions, and he's got open warrants. You know, I don't know, they're revoking and what's going to happen, but I'll just go with the $1,000 surety bond. Stay away from all Dollar Generals in Fulton County. No further contact with the employees there, the victim at the Dollar General. Social worker visit. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think that's it.
Okay, position number 19 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $3,000 good bond. 20 SAP calendar with a $3,000 good bond. 21 SAP calendar with a $1,000 good bond. Position 22, William Roberts.
All right, 26 CR 003988D, simple battery family violence. Pretrial.
He has 11 cycles total. There is an open case out of Fayette County for possession of firearm or knife during commission, possession of marijuana less than an ounce, purchase, possess, or have under control synthetic cannabinoid, synthetic marijuana, or K2, driving while license suspended or revoked, and possession of a Schedule 1 or 2. There's a 2025 FTA out of Doraville, 2 of those, and then there's a 2018 FTA from Douglas County. There's an open case 26 PI 003911 for terroristic threats and acts, It is a current pretrial case, so we'll be surrendering the bond on that. And there's a 2018 conviction out of Douglas County for purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana. His recommended level is level 4 ISP. Oh, yes.
His level is what now?
Level 4 ISP.
And I'm not hearing the last part because it's in and out. Level 4 S.
ISP. Intense supervision.
Oh, IS. Okay. I don't get that very often. That's why I was making sure I could hear you correctly. Okay. All right. Thank you.
And Your Honor, although they were dead docketed, I still feel they're relevant. 2002 battery, family violence, and 2 counts of simple battery. I don't know if this is the same victim or not, due to the space and time. The defendant wanted to smoke marijuana, didn't have any rolling papers, therefore wanted his mother, the victim, Brenda Roberts, to purchase rolling papers for him. He became increasingly agitated because she refused. Victim advised she was laying on her bed. Defendant physically grabbed her, pulled her from the bed against her will, and that resulted in her falling to the floor. The defendant, I believe, I want to say 44, but I'm bad at math, so maybe defense counsel knows. This is the first and only time her son had physically put his hands on her, but she is not willing to tolerate his behavior. We were able to reach out to her. She said defendant rants and raves when things don't go his way. This behavior is normal for defendant, but this is the first time he's been physically violent. Normally he just gets in her face. She does believe defendant will hurt her because he threatens her often. She believes he has MH issues, but no formal diagnosis. So we will be requesting an MHET. As far as she knows, marijuana is the only substance he uses. She said she would like a stay away. The one-time police escort to get his dog and his things are acceptable, and she would not be on Zoom. So we are asking for a $2,000 surety. It is his mother. She said she is okay with contact. He just can't live there anymore. So no further violent contact with the victim, Brenda Roberts. Stay away from the incident location, 6670 Cedarhurst Trail in College Park, and an MHET. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, PD Ponder.
Yes, Judge, Mr. Roberts is 51 years old. He served in the military. I believe he said he did 2.5 years in the Navy. Uh, he does reside with his mom. We would be okay with the no violent contact. We would ask for the lowest possible bond. In this case, he's unable to post any bond, but we would defer to the court. And we are in agreement with their needs with the mental health evaluation. And that's all that I have.
Did you say you would be okay with the MHET? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we think that there is possibly a need for there to be an evaluation.
Okay.
Visit with a social worker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to order the $2,000 surety bond. I'm going to ask to have you all to give me an MHET order. Social worker visit probably won't hurt. He is to stay away from the incident location. He is to have no further violent contact with his mother. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, position number 23, Joseph Alden Sam. I believe that's a waiver.
All right. This is 26 CR 003948A, Joseph Sam, pretrial.
He has 9 cycles total, 6 from the state of Texas. There are several open cases. The first one is 26 PI 004774, burglary, second degree. The next one is 25 SC 007856, theft by taking and loiter of prowl. And then there's one out of Cobb County for theft by shoplifting. That arrest date was March the 18th of 2026. He's currently on probation for case number 26 CR 002877A, terroristic threats and acts. And there are 3 convictions outside of the 10-year period. His recommended level is level 3.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor. On the CCTV footage on MARTA, you can see the defendant walk through the emergency exit after into an adjacent train after sitting for a while. The officer who saw this on CCTV notifies dispatch. Officer goes to the defendant, says, "Hey, you can't do that. Do you have a Breeze card in your ID?" Defendant provided neither. He did provide his name when the officer asked. The officer said, "Please stand up," pulled out his cuffs. At that point, the defendant snatched away from him. He said, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" He said, "I need to properly ID you." At that point, it looked like he was going to run off. The officer grabbed the defendant's arm. The defendant pushed him off twice and took flight. Obviously, they caught him. There's $1,000 surety per charge already set. So we asked that that remain and to stay away from MARTA. It also sounds like we might need a social worker visit as well. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Okay. Did he ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sam has been in Georgia for the past 3 years, 32 years old. He does have a good mailing address here in Conley, Georgia. He lives with his girlfriend. Um, he has some kind of experience. We don't believe that he will be a threat to society. Again, we don't think he's a flight risk. We think he will be able to return to court, be able to be contacted. For those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond. Otherwise, the lowest possible bond in this case.
Okay. I'm going to order the $2,000 surety bond. 1,000 on each of the charges. Stay away from all MARTA. Adhere to any suspensions that they have in place. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I'm going to order the social worker visit as well. And that is it, I think. Anything else? Nope. All right.
Position 24 is going to the SAP calendar with a $50 cash bond. Position 25 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $4,000 good bond with a 10% sheriff discount. 26 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $9,000 good bond. 27 SAP calendar with a total $7,000 good bond. 28 SAP calendar with a total $7,000 good bond. Position 29, Patrick Williams. Should be a waiver or reset.
Okay, let's see. Yep. Is this a waiver? I didn't hear. It is.
Wait a
Okay.
minute, I'll look through my group of waivers.
Are we also waiving sounding of the charges and all the
Oh, I
fun
forgot.
things that
I just looked at it. Right.
It is a waiver.
It is a waiver.
Mhm.
All right. Yes, I will just call it PI. I don't know if you want to stop the streaming and keep recording. We usually do, but he's last anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay.